I didn't want anybody to think I was kidnapped. Didn't want anyone to think I was kidnapped. Hey, Tai Tai. Lake Lady. What's going on, Jade? Thank you for the heart me, River. You can come up here and drag me. Come on. Come on. You kind of like, yeah, I think, honestly, Tammy was just like if they want to act like fucking hillbillies, can't beat them, join them, and Tammy kind of took off, not gonna lie. Like, I go into random lives and they start requesting Tammy in the box, and I'm like, well, fuck. Do I have to, like, glue this shit on my head so I'm ready all the time, or what? Yeah, here, you guys feel better about it? You guys gonna feel better about it. Yeah! Yeah, don't ask me where I got a southern accent, because I really, I'm not from the South at all. At all. No fucking idea where it came from. Guess it was just meant to be. Listening to me. My girl's southern accent is fine. Oh, it's so fun. Alabama? You think it's Alabama? I've never been to Alabama a fucking day in my life. Never been to Alabama. I don't think. Have I been to Alabama? Where's my map? San Antonio, Austin, Houston. I have been to Alabama. Is it Dothan? Okay, so I have been to Alabama, but for one fucking day. I was there for one fucking day. Yeah. So I drove to Panama City like 3 years ago. Just to go to the ocean. And on my travels, I stayed in Dothan one night. Floribama, yep. I don't like people, so I didn't talk to a single fucking person, so maybe it just transferred in the business card they gave me. I don't know. It's fine. Everything's fine. I don't know if I really want to piggyback off Megan's live or what. Because I've had some run-ins with Gloria too, to be honest. Ooh, thanks for the shades. I've definitely had run-ins with Gloria. The Gloria situation is actually what got Tweedledee, Tweedledummer, and Tweedledummiss to start calling me racist for no reason at all. That was from the Gloria situation. Yeah. Because I thought in the Patreon, a conversation was sent to me from the Patreon, and I thought that Gloria was talking about me. So I had went live and was like trying to get to the bottom of it, and that's when Holly Mae, Miss Unknown, and Gloria showed up. And the live that I played where Queen of Blessings and them were streaming me, that was from me calling out the Gloria thing and just asking, were you talking Tuna join over there? And Megan gave them an opportunity to join her box, and they didn't show up. I saw her enter. But I think what's even more weird to me is that you have a suicide hotline number in your fucking bio, Gloria. You have that number in your fucking bio while you're sitting in a panel of what? Casino lady, that the popular lady. She was she the one that was like good friends with Mama Tot? Oh shit.
That's the sound of someone who's misplaced a debit card.
Ooh, baby. Yikes.
Yes, girl.
Yo, when did
That's
she
how
get
I made.
arrested?
That's how I made my debut on this app, girl. That's how I built my reputation. Okay. No, for real. Do, 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 do.
What
No,
the
for
fuck?
real. Yeah. So I came on the app at the end of December of 2023, and the Cheer Choice Awards or the Cheer Choice Award votes were going on, right? And Slot happened to be like the first person I saw on the app ish, like live, right? And I was attracted to it because she said she was a DB advocate. So I had actually gone in her
Yeah.
box at one point and was like, I had gone in her chat and was like, I was just asking for like if anybody was around a certain area because my daughter was currently in DB,
Yeah.
et cetera, et cetera. Anyway, she, well, actually, rewind the day before. I had come in her live and was like, so if I was to donate money, where would it go? Like, do I get a receipt? Dot, 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 dot. And her and her people came off rude as fuck. And they were just like, oh my God, like, hey, don't fucking donate. I mean, it was very,
What were you
not.
asking like for a receipt? Like if you donated
Yeah,
to
like if I
their
was to donate, because her Cash App was in the box, like her bio was like I'm a DB advocate, da 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 da. Like she's talking about all the shit that she does for all these DB victims, etc. So I was like, hey, if I donate, like, do I get like a receipt for like my taxes, or like where does this money go? Because I, as a DB advocate, had never ever heard of
right.
donating to somebody, right? And it was like her personal Cash App, like her personal PayPal, her personal Venmo, etc. Right? Well, then, so I explained to her in the comments. I was like, I'm a DV advocate. She's like, oh, you are. Oh, I mean, her tune completely changed. Oh, email me. I would love to collaborate. La, la, la. So I did. Dumb me. Never been on the app. Used my real email, my fucking real name. Gave her my real phone number. Told her a little bit about myself. La, la, la. Well,
Oh shit.
then after like when I went in like a couple days later, I think in the comments and was like, hey, my daughter's in a situation. She's visiting this town. If anybody's around there, can you give me some help? Da 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 da. She brought me in a box and she was like, why don't you call it a welfare check? And I was like, what? No. Why the fuck would I do that? Like, she's with her abuser at her abuser's family's house. Like, no. And she just popped off on me like, you're a fucking DV advocate. And I was like, whoa. So at that point, I was like, red flag, huge.
Yeah.
And so I, started watching her for a while. I pulled some of her stuff and saw she had her own DB passed with like her man or something, like where she
Yeah.
was the aggressor, etc. And so
Oh, she was the aggressor?
yeah.
Oh.
The more I watched her, the more I was like, no, this shit ain't right. Something ain't right. And I'd watch how she talked to other victims. I'd watch how she talk about quote victims and kind of what she was doing. And I was like, this is fucking wild as fuck. And so I emailed her local sheriff's department and I don't know, some detective got a hold of me back, right? That was back in February of 2024. Okay. Fast forward to last December when she gets arrested for it. The same detective that arrested her was the same detective that I contacted that prior February, right? So it was a big hoopla because Retina and Holly Mae, all of them, they were all like going after the victims that are in this case, that are currently the victims of the case, which are like her former mods, Slot's former mods. They started going after them, after she was like arrested, and they were just basically, in my opinion, just kind of trying to ruin the fucking case, right?
Yo, that makes fucking sense. Cause there
Mm-hmm.
go frog bees too. I didn't know that. What
Mm-hmm.
the fuck?
Yeah. Like Regina was emailing the detective and was like taking lives. Like I had sat in a live right before the same week I think that Slot was arrested, and I was like, hey, she's pending 7 felonies and 5 misdemeanors. Well, she
Yo.
forwarded that to the detective and then posted on Reddit, like, all this stuff. And then Myrna was like, I emailed the U.S. attorney and he's never spoken to Bougie. And I'm like, yeah, no shit, Sherlock, because I spoke to the fucking detective Durden. Like, hello. Not whoever the fuck you've talked to. So they made me like prove, like, oh, well, how do you know that? How do we know that you spoke to this detective back last February? Because they were like, you didn't have shit to do with this case. Well, really, I did. It's just the problem is I didn't give her money, so I couldn't. There was no
Yeah.
case to start, right? Like back in
Right.
February.
Yeah.
But I mean,
You basically
definitely,
just like opened the door.
I opened
Like,
the
hey,
door,
there's
right?
red. Like something's wrong with this. Something
Yeah,
doesn't feel right. Maybe just keep an
right.
eye out.
Oh yeah, I was like, dude, this is not okay. And that's actually how I landed on Pastor Petty's. That following April was I sent him all my credentials, like everything. Like this is who I am. Like I'm a for real advocate. Like I knew he at one point followed Slot too. Actually, he would like I think he was her mod or something like that. Anyway, they worked together for a while, but and he had me on his live to like basically show what a real DV advocate does. And he came at Slot for like, well, you don't have these credentials and you raise money and you're not allowed to raise money and da 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 da. So that's how come most and all of those people over there fucking have always hated me because of that, right? So now
So
she's currently pending 10 felonies and 5 misdemeanors.
how did so if Ratina and them were attacking the actual victims, then how the hell did they land on Petty's good side? And how
Well,
long did it take
because
for Petty to
Petty was
know about?
actually going after Slot too at that point. He had been with Slot prior to way before I even got on the app. And actually, it's crazy. Calhoun Street Glide, she was a part of it too. Like her mods were Slot's old mods. She was also a part of Petty, but she was like harassing Slot back in the day, like posing as like a fake U.S. Marshal or something and selling fake bags to Slot for giveaways and putting air tags in them and doing some wild ass shit.
What the
Mm-hmm.
fuck?
So when I outed, like I went hard for fucking Slot. Like that was the first time I'd ever gotten on Reddit because I was like, well, I gotta find out who the fuck this bitch is. I found all these old videos and these pages, and so I joined them, and then we created like a Discord, and so like that's kind of how all this, yeah. So when she got arrested, Petty, of course, was like, oh my god. Like, I've been calling this for fucking months. Like, bitch, you were literally in her last live, Slot's last live, before she was arrested, but after she was busted for, I think her old mods had calculated over 100 grand that she had gotten from people that just were willing to tell them how much money they'd given her, like, and send their Cash App receipts or Venmo or PayPal, whatever. He was in her last live, literally supporting the fuck out of her, which was wild as fuck.
I mean,
But yeah,
people were saying when I brought up, I think it's the Lighthouse that has the video. It had the full video.
yes.
Somebody we were when they were calling me racist, so I think it was that page that was like, "Yo, like go to my page and play this." That's when I learned about Ratina. But then I was like, "Now wait a damn minute. How is
Mm-hmm.
Petty in support of her?" Like at that point, I was like, "Does Petty even know that Ratina did this?"
Well, MJ.
People were saying that he
MJ.
did. So
Of course he did. But MJ, he also has probably 17 or 18 of his own felonies for theft
yeah,
by deception, etc. So let's be so fucking for real here. They're all birds of a feather. But yeah, girl, like that is how my name just, and that's how my information got doxed is in Slot's life. It was actually Moonbeam that put spammed my number in her chat once. I mean, this bitch was, and eventually, like before she got arrested, I think it was last April, maybe.
wait, Moonbeam. Who does Moonbeam sit with?
Uh,
I know that name.
Moonbeam has really sat with everybody, but she was a very loyal Slot fan, and then she came to my Discord and when she was against Slot, and she was a good friend of mine for a while, but until the whole Stephanie Leather and Lace phone dump and Shannon and all of the things. But what I was going to say is that right after when Petty flipped on me, May of 2024, there had been some comments in his chat from like an account that was made to look like it was from Indian Outlaw, because Indian Outlaw was going after me and going after Holly Mae. Calhoun had Indian Outlaw swatted. Her and her mod, Slot's old mod, had him swatted, but she set me up to like take the fall for it. Oh yeah, it's wild as fuck. It's wild as fuck. And so I was that account had come into Petty's and was like going after me, Holly Mae, and her friend Leslo. And it was weird because we never fucked with each other. Like, we didn't like each other. So it was weird that we were all combined. But I knew that it was Calhoun making an account, making it look like it was from Indian Outlaw, because that's just what she does, right? But I got on a call with Holly Mae and I was trying to explain it to her, da-da-da-da-da. Well, I got a call from whom I thought was Slot's old mod and Calhoun's old mod, right? The one that was involved in the swatting.
Yeah.
But it was actually Slot, and I didn't realize it was fucking her bitch. So here I am on the phone, and I'm like, wait, Slot? And she's like, oh yeah, who'd you think it was? And I was like, oh fuck. So I was forced to kind of have this like conversation that I never ever wanted to have with her, right? Where of course to Slot it was like, well, why do you fucking go after me? Why do you? And I said, listen, if you do things in a legit way, bitch, I don't have a problem with what the fuck you do. She's like, well, I'll just let you know that I've already started my 501c3. Da, 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 da. I said, listen, this is what I will do. I won't say shit. I won't do shit. You do it the right way, I'm cool, right? You leave me out your fucking mouth, I'm cool too. But the minute I find out that you're not doing shit the right way, the deal is off, essentially,
Yeah.
And so sure enough, shortly after that, so everybody chalks it up as like, oh, Bougie's a flip-flopper. She played in Slot's face. Da, 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 da. No. I chose peace, right? After having a fucking wild conversation that I never meant to fucking have with this bitch. But it made sense, right? Like, you do the right thing. That was the only reason why I drug her, was because you were doing things fucking illegally, bitch. And you were doing it, under the guise of a DV advocate, which, bitch, you're not. Like, so
well, of course, the birds of a feather are going to flock together with that. If they've all got, I mean, I learned that. So I learned about Ratina, then a whole lot of shit made sense, and then I learned that Petty actually did know about Ratina, and then even more made sense. And then I started learning more about Holly Mae, and I was like, oh, the best friend thing makes total fucking sense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Except that Ratina wasn't Holly Mae's best friend back then.
Right. Yeah.
You'll have to dive into the whole Faith Gone Fishing Ratina thing, because that shit's wild.
Now they're thick as thieves, but it made sense. Before, I'm like, why? And they would get called out. Like, Holly Mae would get called out all the time. Like, why are you co-signing this weird shit that Ratina does all the time? And then shit came out, and I was like, oh, no, we know why. It makes perfect sense, because they're just fucking alike. They do the same shit in real life.
No, Jen, I'm not being messy. I was coming up here to explain the Slot thing, because MJ is fully not aware of.
Yeah, I asked Bougie all the questions.
Yeah.
You just being nice and answering them, that's all.
It is funny, though. She did get, so the whole Mama Tot thing, you're right. She did link up with Mama Tot.
Yeah.
Slot did. But I will tell you, she linked up with Mama Tot. They hated each other. I think she was using Mama Tot, to be honest. But funny. Guess who it was that helped her create her 501c3? Mama Tot. She used the same company that Mama Tot did, too. It's wild. But in April of 2024 is whenever, the Mama Tot, is whenever Slot was doing a fundraiser for a woman on the app, Anna, who was claiming that she was, cancer, all the things, right? So everybody was sending all these cash apps, Well, we knew Anna from Calhoun Street Glide. She was a very loyal follower of Calhoun Street Glide. So a few of us ex-mods of Calhoun's, we contacted Anna on the back end and were like, hey, like, what the fuck? Like, because she was they raised money for her, and then Slot went on and was like, no, she's a fucking scammer. She's and basically was like essentially scamming to get money given back to Slot, right? Like, because I had to pay out of my own pocket all the hundreds of dollars for Anna, and like, now I don't have any money. Weird shit, right? And so I actually got all of the transcripts or the statement of her Cash App of Anna's, and I was like, dude, Slot got paid back. All these people had already been paid back. The fuck? So I went in and I was on a speaking terms with Slot and Missy. So I was like, hey, did you guys get your refunds? Oh, no, we didn't. Well, bitch, I already knew they did. So I fucking went live And I ousted that shit. I didn't give a fuck. And I think Auburn was in my live with me.
Wait,
And
Slot gave refunds?
no. Anna had already refunded all the money to everybody on Cash App, including
Okay.
Slot. So here they are saying, oh no, she didn't refund us a dime, da 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 da. No, yes, she did though. But she did. And I gave him twice, 2 chances, bitch, to be honest. In personal text to them privately and in a live. Well, they weren't. So at that point is when, I mean, other people started to get involved. Well, I think one of their other mods, Sarah, was in a box with me, and I was like, hey, who is it that Slot was using to get information on people, specifically me? And she told me. And she told me nobody was or whatever. But so then Holly Mae and all of them were pissed that I misspoke on a certain situation with Slot. Like I had the names wrong or some fucking weird shit. So they started continuing to drag me. Well, they got a hold of Slot and showed pictures on Holly Mae's green screen of the messages of the people that had actually sent her the information on me, right? Well, it was at that point that these people decided, fuck it. I'm about sick of this bullshit. I am going to press charges for all of the shit with Slot, like the money, because they themselves had given well over, I think, $16,000 in like a few months.
It was a lot. Yeah. So when I came across the story, the only reason it caught my eye was because I seen somebody had made a post like she had went on vacation with Mama Tao or something, and I was
She
like,
did.
but then it was like the caption was like she was arrested, and I was like, oh shit! So I clicked on it, and it was a lot of fucking money.
It was $1,175,000. Or it's $1,175,000. But that's not all the money so I want to make this clear. People think that's how much money she scammed from people, okay? That's not entirely true. So that money is a total in whole of what she scammed in addition to the tax evasion. Because like 10 of her felonies, well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 of the felonies are for tax evasion. Okay? Or no, 6 are for victims, 4 are for tax evasion. Now, mind you, they haven't done 2025 yet. And they haven't done 2024. Because at the time she was arrested, it was in the middle of 2024. Or it was the end of 2024.
So right here, investigators from Limestone County Sheriff's Office determined that between 2021 and 2024, she solicited nearly 1 million in donations from followers worldwide for a purpose of charity to assist DV victims and homeless individuals. Yeah.
Right. So, but her
That's
charity.
wild.
So the charity was created in 2024, right? It was created in 2024, but she's not the owner of the charity. Her ex-husband and her children were, but she was still collecting the money for the charity. And you can't do that. You see what I'm saying? Not to mention, I mean, she named her charity. She had a misspelling. It was supposed to be Southern Saviors. It became Southern Savers. Fucking idiot. Anyway, but so she also, but like, and you can read, like, I have all the arrest warrants or whatever. It spells out, like, so for 2020, she reported to the state of Alabama. Now, mind you, the tax evasion is just for the state of Alabama. It's not federal. I'm sure those are coming, right?
Oh, federal, yeah, for sure. Because
Right,
it
and
clearly
she-
states that from all around the world. So automatically, she's probably, whatever her charges are, she'll do federal time.
Well, so she doesn't have federal charges yet. That's what I'm saying. The tax evasion is for state taxes. Mind you, she was also getting disability. She was not reporting. Right. She was not reporting her money. So I think in 2020, she reported like $700 of TikTok income. And I think she reported like 14,000 from PayPal, right? When in fact, it was well over, I think, 200,000. The following year, it was well over 400,000. And the following year, it was well over 700 something thousand. But they haven't calculated 2024 yet, because when she was arrested and when she was charged, it was 2024. So the tax season was not up, right, for 2024. And obviously, I'm sure she hasn't really been on the app, but I think once to collect money for 2025. So I doubt that would be much. But, oh yeah. But guess who it was that let her know that I was in that box saying she was pending 7 felonies and 5 misdemeanors? It was Retina. It was Retina that called and told her. So it's funny because, and we know that because well, they were, you know, they were already handling the phones and all the things, right? Can you make Bougie pay her? Shut up, Queen Witch. You're cheating on me.
Yeah, listen to this line and then tell me where that sounds familiar. It is alleged that the solicited donations were deposited into her personal accounts and used for personal expenses.
That's exactly the truth.
That's exactly what Regina did. That's exactly what her charges were.
Yep.
Makes
Right.
sense.
But she says she paid it all back. You know, all the victims were paid back, so she didn't actually steal the money. Anyway, those two. So after Slot was charged, all of a sudden, all these recorded phone calls of Slots started being posted on this app. What? And it was just Sarah. I saw you come in. It was what, a couple months ago that Regina was showing the emails between me and her from 2024 and the text messages between me and Slot when Sarah was live, I think in like October, November of last year. All of a sudden, those were showing up on Regina's green screen. So, like, we all know that Regina talks to Slot. I mean, they've said it a couple times in their boxes, like, oh, we'll call Slot right now. Like, I'll call Slot right now. So it's almost as if, like, Regina's kind of trying to, you know, you be Slot's voice, because Slot's not allowed to be on the app per her conditions of release. She's not allowed to be on social media, but we know she is. We do know she is. Why is Sarah muted? Why is Sarah muted? I don't think so. I don't know. Oh yeah, Lighthouse. They're definitely in contact. She's made it abundantly clear, and we know that she is because, again, like I said, my messages with Slot in regards, like, from the day before, Sarah was blocked by AK. The day before all this went down on the app, before fucking Slot did her final live or whatever, or the day before I went live and I outed her for scamming the Anna scam thing. I was messaging with Slot, asking her, like, did you get your refund? Da da da. But I was also messaging her because Sarah was live. Sarah was one of her mods and is a victim in the case. And I was kind of telling her, like, oh, there's some stuff being said over here. Like, come on. I was playing in Slot's face the whole fucking time. Why? Because I knew she was still going to scam. And B, how else am I supposed to get information if I don't fucking play nice with her? You know what I'm saying? Like, she never would have admitted that she never would have told me she didn't get a refund and all that. And that whole Anna scam never would have come to fruition if I wasn't playing nice with her. So, really, Regina's pissed that I think it wouldn't surprise me if Regina's part of some of this shit, but Regina did ultimately email the detective and acted like she was a victim. And once me, Sarah, and the other victims let him know that she, in fact, was posting all of his emails and everything on Reddit, having nothing to do with what the fuck, really should be going on, he stopped communicating with her, period.
That's
I mean,
fucking crazy.
I know that we've been in contact with the DA and the detective too about, like, the fact that Regina is showing emails and text messages from Slot, because it's almost like Regina doing it for Slot, since Slot's technically not supposed to be on the app or social media as the conditions of her release. But because Regina told her that I said she was pending these felonies or whatever, I guess that gave Slot and her dad enough time to really get his house that she lives in squared away to be posted for bond or whatever. So that's why she did like all of 2 minutes in fucking the police department when she was arrested, because all the bond was already prefigured out. So expect to have 2 more felonies for 2024, maybe 2025.
That's fucking crazy.
And then definitely expect to have federal, the IRS, because if you were lying about your fucking taxes or you weren't reporting your income to state, you probably weren't doing it federally. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sure that's some more, but that shit was wild as fuck, and it was crazy because the only people that were still like, what? They're not victims. They were her mods. They were all a part of it. Are Regina and Holly Mae. And now all of a sudden,
Wait,
because
Regina and Holly Mae were her mods too?
no, they weren't. I don't know. Sarah, were they ever her mods? I don't know.
That would be a good question to have answered because it would make fucking sense. since they, I mean, I don't know really
I
Holly
don't know if they
Mae's
were ever
history
her
on it.
mods, but I know that they were the ones that started this narrative that the victims, the mods, the old mods of slots that are victims in this case, they were the only ones running with the narrative that they were in on it, that they had to have known what Slot was doing. They're the ones that are trying to like scream out Slot's defense, right, on this app, which is, I mean, law library 101, okay? Come on, get with it. And then but they were also the ones, Holly Mae for sure was also one of the ones that was like, Slot would make these videos and be like, I've shown all my bank receipts. I've shown all my Cash App receipts. I've shown all of it. No, you didn't, bitch. I've never seen a bank statement in my life. But she was like, yeah, we've seen it all. We've seen it all. What? No, you didn't. No, you didn't. But they went to the Cheer Choice Awards with Slot. She did. And with Mama Tot, she was there.
Sarah,
I know
please stop arguing with my mods, girl. Just stop.
y'all play nice. It's Sunday. It's the Lord's Day. Come on. Also, like, I know that like Slot would kind of like make her way to like she would use Mama Tot as a means to like at Cheer Choice, she just like took her whole fat ass over there and sat in her like Mama Tot like VIP section, right? That Mama Tot had from the Cheer Choice
Yeah.
Awards. Because obviously Mama Tot was on the board for the Cheer Choice. Now, it's been said that, like, that's probably how Slot was able to get a fucking place at the Cheer Choice. I don't think so. It's all paid votes. We know that she gave out her own money to people to make votes and do votes because that's how you get your spot, right? But, you know what you have to do, bitch? You'll have to watch the red carpet, so to speak, commentary or whatever that Slot made whenever she was at a Cheer Choice, because not only is her outfit fucking hilarious, but they ask her like, what is one of the victims, like what is your most memorable victim? And this bitch gives this whole fucking story. And I am sorry, maybe I have more common sense than most, but hearing the story immediately, I'm like, how the fuck would people believe this? I mean, it was like my most memorable victim. It was this woman that came into my life, and she had her ex husband abuser had put a tracking device implanted into her boob, and yeah, and all the things, bitch. Look, this bitch even had this bitch in a whole box in her life with a U.S. Marshal that she claims was a bitch. First of all, U.S. Marshals don't come sit on TikTok in boxes with the people they're protecting in a live. It's just not going to be happening. Like, that
Yeah,
doesn't
no.
happen. Not only was there all that, but girl, there was also like prescription pill solicitation, mailing of prescription pills, all of those things.
So, did she ever like this all this money she was getting for this DV thing? Did she ever actually put any money forth towards that, or did she literally pocket everything?
Towards what?
The like this DV thing that she was doing, or did she literally just pocket all of it? Like, did she actually advocate? Did she
I
actually
mean,
help anybody?
I think that she did help some. I mean, so when I say help, I mean like, I mean, you'd have to like, girl, you'd have to like look at all the videos I have and stuff from prior, but like she would like, somebody would email her or something and she'd be like, oh, I need to get out of the situation. And she had like an app and she'd be like, okay, well, what kind of car are you driving? How far are you from the next hotel? And then she would do the little mileage and how much gas it would cost. And she would send them exactly that amount of money. Or she'd pay for them to go get a room at the fucking Motel 6 for one night, right? But then all her advocacy jobs were done at that point. Like, okay, got your room, fuck off. Right, that type of a thing. So, and that was one of the things that I was like, dude, that is so not what we do. First of all, it's unethical and illegal for any domestic violence advocate or advocate of any fucking form to take money for, quote, victims at all. Even if I was supporting a nonprofit as an advocate, or like I am an advocate for a nonprofit called Shared Hope International. Well, I can't just take money for Shared Hope International. I can't do that.
Yeah.
So do I think that she gave some people money? Sure I do. But do I think she got a fuck ton more? Yeah. I mean, she had her floors remodeled. She fucking went on these trips. I mean, all the things. It was ratchet. It was pretty bad. And again, like, I listen, I went through a lot of bullshit because I was like exposing her, or I was going for her because, I mean, sorry, but it's all fucked up. The hippie Harley thing too, for me, big problem for me, huge problem. You know, she's over here like doing all the things with hippie Harley and like going against her and fucking just being a complete asshole to her, but you're over here giving her $300. Like, I'm so confused.
Weren't hippie Harley and Mama Tot just in court?
Oh, I don't fucking know. I know she was in court
Yeah.
for not Daisy. What the fuck's her name? What's the chick's name? Come on, y'all. Y'all know who I'm talking about. The older lady she lived with, in Georgia. What the fuck's her name?
I'm not
Anyway,
sure.
she was
I
in
haven't
court with
really
her.
watched hippie Harley. I know who she is, but yeah, just I want to say it was a couple weeks ago.
That was for Dixie. That's her name, Dixie, because she had assaulted Dixie actually when she was leaving her house. Yeah, it was pretty bad. And it was weird because even that Slot had miraculously was live at like O Dark 30 with Hippie Harley's in her box, even though they'd been feuding for all this time, and bashed the fuck out of Dixie. Like, I mean, what the fuck are we doing? And in that situation, she had somebody from TikTok, Maggie, who used to roll with Indian Outlaw, go pick up Hippie Harley, right, and take her to where the fuck she lived, nowhere near Georgia, even though she was literally leading Hippie Harley's sister on a wild goose chase. When her sister just wanted to fucking come and get her and try to get her like help. And she purposely, bitch, set that up to where her sister would not be able to get in contact with her. We have all the text messages because she was texting somebody else saying, "Oh, I don't want Tia involved," da da da, like da da da, you know, all that. It was wild. She would use Hippie Harley and then she'd bash her. The same thing with Faith Gone Fishing. Regina and her had a whole ass feud forever. I mean, Regina did some vile ass shit. There was a video that just recently came up of a video that Faith made where Regina, there's clips of Regina in her live saying, "Oh, I've got your social security number and everything. Hey guys, let's check and see how Faith Gone Fishing's credit is. You know, maybe get us a couple payday loans and all the things." Fucking what? And she was on parole when she did that shit. Yes, bitch. You gotta watch it. I don't know if the Lighthouse has it, but it's circulating because I saw it recently. It's fucking
I just
wild.
saw Lighthouse come in here. Lighthouse, do you have that video on your page? I'll play that shit right now. What? She said that on live?
Bitch, I'm not even playing. Yes, girl. Yes, girl. And she was on parole when she did that. And it's crazy because Slot was also going after Faith Gone Fishing. And
Bro.
Faith was a domestic violence victim, all right? And she had come to Slot also, and Slot just dogged on her about her, like, it was gross. It was so fucking gross. And then made videos of like Slot made a video of Faith, like it's like supposed satire if you want to call it that, but like acting like she's on the phone with Faith or whatever, and like, hey, I'm gonna give her a drink when she gets over here, as she's putting a pill in her fucking drink, as if just, you see what I'm saying, bro? It's wild as fuck, wild as fuck. Slot
Lighthouse
drugged
says she
me
doesn't
every
have
day.
it. Does anybody know?
Investigator, send me that video. Or I don't know how to get it to you. How do I get it to you?
I'm on Discord. If you have Discord, you can DM me
Bitch,
on
we've
Discord.
gone over this 100 fucking times. I know you're on Discord. I think I even added you once. You didn't add me back.
No, I don't have a friend request from you.
Oh, I didn't say I want to be your friend, Tammy. No, I'm kidding.
Let me try to search you. Well, unless you don't want people to know what your Discord
Not
is.
particularly. Not particularly, bitch.
Okay.
I mean, I'll get it. Let me, well, give me your Discord. Investigator,
Um,
write
so
this down.
my name on there is Truck Stop Tammy, but
Bitch.
think smarter, and it's all one, all lowercase.
All lowercase. Okay, think smarter. All one. Okay. I know we have the video. I'll send it to you.
Yeah,
Investigator,
that's
send me that on
fucking
my,
crazy.
or tag
And
me in the thing, yeah.
and while you're on parole, like,
Oh yeah, she was on. Faith tried everything, dude. She tried every fucking thing, and nobody would fucking listen to her or nothing. It's kind of wild, like the shit she did to Faith. That's how the whole catfishing scam started, was because of Faith. I say catfishing scam because Retina still wants everybody to believe she was catfished, and she knows damn well she wasn't. She was working with this chick to scam people, meanwhile claiming to be catfished, which is how the whole Nelson thing got created, because Nelson smelled a rat somewhere. Like, this is not fucking right. Like, I think you're being catfished, Retina, as your best friend.
It makes you wonder, like, what they've got going on the back
Don't
end.
make me fucking wonder. Where there's a rat, there's 10 more.
Does your name end in 82?
No.
I just got a request. Did you just send a request on there?
It's probably investigator. Because I told her to send it to you.
Okay, period.
Or it's somebody from my thing. I will say, though, that, like, yeah, the shit is wild as fuck.
That's crazy. That's deep as fuck.
It
I
is.
didn't know it was all that deep. I didn't even know until I was today years old learning that Holly Mae or Retina even knew anything about that.
Oh, God. Fuck yeah. All about it. I mean, when I say Retina's been doing some fuck shit on this app for wilder.
If she doesn't have some other back end shit going on.
Oh, she does. Most definitely. Yeah. The fact that you would admit on a live to this shit is wild. But then again, here she is over here doing all the things right now, like claiming to be a victim. And, oh my God, Florida man took a Facebook photo of my kid. I mean, I can tell you that the recent, like, request for a protection order against Nelson that Retina filed, I read that. That's all a fucking lie. Her kid's not in her care and custody. You're not worried for your fucking kid's safety, bitch. Stop fucking lying. And again, like, she does this. Like, she does all the fucking most things to people. So, like, Gloria, like, she's the one that invited Gloria in her box last night to show all those fucking dolls. Don't fucking tell me you don't know.
Just to keep the mess going?
She loves it. Retina, I mean, right. And Retina, like, listen, Linda. I mean, I'm just saying. People need to just not throw rocks when they be sitting in their glass house, okay? Their glass house has been shattered. Oh, yeah. Retina admits that she talks to slots still to this day. I know Holly Mae. I mean, look, there's always reasons. Because if you want to fight so hard for somebody and you're going to claim that you've seen their receipts and you've seen them help all these people, right? But nobody else has. I mean, I'm confused. I think the thing with Holly Mae for me was that, like, you have been a victim of domestic violence. The simple fact of Slot did a video once about, like, don't come over here in my box and tell people you want to unalive yourself. Shit. Don't tell people in my box. Listen, I say do it. I'm all about population control. Oh, so we're just going to encourage people to just unalive themselves. Okay, cool. But the way that she would speak to people and about people, listen, she would read, quote, victims' emails online, read them. Because in her mind, they were sent by Bougie. Bougie sent them. She's trying to set me up. So she'd read these people's emails online. Claim they're fake. She did all the research. Look, this bitch even told me, I've done all this research on you. I know about your bankruptcies and your loss of business. And I'm like, I was like, who is this chick? Where does she come up with this shit?
So they very well could have been, like, actual victims, and she's just out exploiting people.
No, they were actual victims, because none of us sent that fucking email, period. And we looked up the email immediately and were like, or the name that she had given on the email, and it absolutely was in fact a person. But she sat there and said, oh no, we looked him up. It doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. Just like, I mean, MJ, how do you tell somebody, like, if I was to say to you, MJ, listen, I know that you filed bankruptcy 3 times. I know that your house has been foreclosed on. I got all the records. They were sent to me. If that has never happened to you, or if that's never happened in your life and you've never done that, what the fuck? You see what I'm saying? Like, you had the audacity to tell me that officials, she would say officials, dropped these records in your lap that don't exist because it didn't fucking happen, bitch. So when they say that Bougie brought her daughter to the app and Bougie is the one exploiting her daughter's DV, that's because I went into Slots Live and was like, if anybody's in this local area, she's visiting, I don't know shit about this place, anyone want to help me out, let me know. Holly Mae still runs with the whole, like, She sat there and gave her whole location out in Slot's box, and she fucking brought her daughter's DV to the app. Well, I didn't give her location, because that's not where she fucking lives, bitches.
Well, if the lady is claiming to be an advocate and she's on TikTok Live and she's got all this stuff, some people are in desperate situations. Like, is there a good time and
Yep.
place?
And again,
not have
I
to
didn't
worry
know.
about being exploited on fucking TikTok.
Right. And that's the thing is, this is my first interaction with her. So again, I wasn't aware of what I knew now. Like, had I known then what I knew now, I never would have asked. But in the very beginning, when I started looking into her, I saw she also had theft by deception, felonies, and misdemeanors in her town. Like, that was a red flag to me, bitch. Like, granted, they might have been 10 years, 20 years old. But to me, if I think that this is exactly what you're doing, right, then I have a problem with that. She's dirty.
Automatically, people should question you too. I mean, when you make the mistake, it's something that does kind of linger, and people have the right. I say it all the time. If I catch you lying, and then I catch you lying multiple times, I don't give a fuck what it is. I'm questioning every single thing you do.
Yep.
Especially if you're gonna lie about the little shit. If you're gonna lie about the little shit, then there's no limit to the big shit.
Well, and then there would be like this whole like Heaven's Cowgirl came into her fucking box and was like, I'm donating a hotel and I'm turning it into a DV shelter and I'm going to name it after you, Slot. And I'm giving all your mods $5,000 and I'm going to send Hippie Harley's whole family to fucking Legoland. And we're all over here screaming like, scam. And they're all falling for the shit. They're all falling for all the shit, right? Like people making videos crying about the generosity of the people on this app. Come to find out that bitch had also scammed being an outlaw, right? And she's actually the one that was just modding for fucking.
Well, I mean,
it's
master manipulation, right? So it's the same shit as Ratina with tears rolling down her face, riding on a boat, trying to look for three men, deceased men, the whole time. Oh, let's start a GoFundMe, but you're taking the money. It's deception. That's where the deception comes in. You're playing a character to manipulate to get what you want and what you need, and you're not like that's.
But she truly believes that she truly believes that she did not. I mean, she should not have been charged with that because the money was paid back. I mean, if you really look at all the documents, the money was paid back by her father the day after cops came to her work to question her about it because they'd already had her bank records.
Why would you take it in the first place? It was not raised for you. The second that the thought even came in your mind, yo, my light bill's short, let me dip into this GoFundMe, you're already fucking up. You're already going against the whole reason you started the shit.
For bills and food, $8,000?
Yeah, that's crazy. Her intentions were ill from the very beginning because let me tell you something. $8,000 behind in bills, it took you a long time to not pay your shit to even get that far behind. Listen, I grew up poor. I know how this shit works. I know that you can let your bills go a certain amount of time, even if you make a payment plan before they're threatening to shut your shit off. You knew what you were doing.
The telling thing to me was at sentencing when, part of her plea agreement was that she wrote an apology letter to the fucking victims, right? Well, even at sentencing, the judge said, do you have anything to say? And, no, Your Honor, I don't.
Yeah, I played that.
If ever you're going to be fucking, at least if you're not sorry.
You read the letter she wrote to the judge? I have it.
Oh, yeah, I've read it.
Like,
There's a few letters she wrote to the judge, actually.
I got through half of page 1, and I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? So, again, through deception, you somehow, again, figured out a way to make your fucking self be a victim? Well, these people, this lady is sitting in this chair pointing at these 3 deceased men crying that they couldn't even get as much as an apology. But you're right.
These were Ratina's co-workers. She worked with every single one of those boys. They were her co-workers, bitch.
See, I didn't catch that part either. Damn. Yes. Seriously?
Yeah, when the cops came to question her, it was at the same place, the same resort type place or whatever that she worked at. That they worked at. Yes.
That's sad.
That's why, and even with her, bail jumping thing, and all that, oh, I was just being threatened by people in the community. Like, I had to leave. Like, I was scared. Well, I mean, damn, bitch. They don't fucking like you there. But even then, the judge is like, dude, she's been on probation, like, pretty much most of her adult life. She knows the fucking rules. Like, you knew that you needed, like, don't act like you're a victim in all of this. Like, you're not. She actually, her attorney said, she actually didn't want to be bonded out when she first got arrested because she didn't want to be in the community because she knew the whole community was fucking, they hated her. And then she's writing letters to the judge about the mental health system in prison and all the things. What? Okay.
Yeah, then DUI after DUI after DUI. Bounce checks. Wasn't there a bounce check in there?
Oh, there's several of those, but there's also like she stole money from her baby daddy's family's business. She stole from AA. She fucking, oh yeah, there's lots of that. There's a lot of it. Last year she was violated, her probation was violated or something for a charge she had for using personal information for gain or something like that. Basically, somebody's personal information for malicious intent or something like that.
Yo.
But they all sit here like, everybody on this app knows what I've done. Like, I've talked about it. It's not a secret. It was this many years ago. Da 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 da.
I had never until, well, they still claim, which by the way, you still owe me 75 cents, but they claimed that you paid me to play the video. But when Lighthouse came in here and told me about the video on Lighthouse's page, that's how I learned about all. That was the first time I had heard it. I had never heard her talk about any of this shit on live.
Oh, well.
Which also brought the question of,
what video did I pay you to play?
I was covering Pastor Petty as well, and I'm like, wait, Mr. Go Fraud Me, like anti-Go Fraud Me? How in the hell? Because they had done that funeral on Monster, and they did all that shit to Monster, and it was Regina that brought that on Petty's platform. So I was like, how in the hell are you doing all that? But you're excusing a lady who literally is like, Queen Go Fraud Me. Like,
well, you'll hear Holly May now say that. Yeah, of course. Well, except that Regina was just in his live this last week. But anyway, in his box. But anyway, you'll hear Holly May say, like, this all started, if you guys want to go back, don't rewrite history. This all started because we were speaking up for Pastor Petty's kids because Bougie and Mallory were talking about his kid. And they were talking about his son's essay. And I'm over here like, you fucking people are so stupid. There was no essay. That's the fucking point, bitch. The only person that said there was Pastor Petty. Okay. Because he also cannot on this app admit that he beat the fuck out of his own kid. So instead he's got to, well, make his own victim a fucking perpetrator, which is weird as fuck. Weird behavior. All these people are intermingled, and they've all been intermingled with slots. So I think it's all just really kind of fucking weird.
Oh, I don't think it's weird at all. I think it all comes into play. I think it shows exactly who the fuck they are just based off of who they co-sign and who they stick up for. Which,
oh, it's crazy. I mean, it's kind of the same concept. Like, you can't be sitting over here crying about you being a victim of Florida Man and what he's done and how he pulled a picture off Facebook of your kid. Well, you're also over here in lives and in boxes and making videos of my children, my twins, and demanding why isn't Bougie brought her twins to the floor. Like, the fuck? The fuck? I think I have the video, though. Did they send it to you?
No, I haven't received anything.
Okay, I got it. I'm going to send it to your Discord right now.
Yeah, that's fucking wild. I was trying to get to the Lighthouse page, but my main got bananaed, so I don't have that logged in. And, well, I don't have fake accounts, so I don't even know how would I even play this if I don't have an account to log into? Do I have to log in to play this video?
Well, I'm sending it to your Discord. You can play it from Discord.
No, I'm talking about the one that's on Lighthouse for the people that have no idea about Retina, that haven't even listened to the
I'm sure I can send that one to you too.
Like her charges. You know
I
what I'm
added you. I added you to Discord. Add me back so I can send it.
Okay, I got you.
Nelson says you can log into this account. You just can't go into another line. Okay, you should have it. It's 4 minutes and 18 seconds. I'm gonna mute while you play it because I'm curious to see your
Period.
I mean, the facial expressions will be enough.
Stop fucking judging me! Alright, here we go, y'all.
If you are new here, my name is Faith. I am 35 years old. I have 5 children. I have been on
Why is it so quiet?
TikTok for about 2.5 years now.
Can y'all hear it?
And I have been
like, I'm so tired of these people like,
then shut up about it.
you owe me a conversation. I don't owe you anything. Just leave me alone.
Look at little baby. Just leave me alone. Just leave me alone.
When's that be?
No. Stalked and harassed for a little over a year now, about a year and a half of it. Now, in that year and a half, I have ignored these people. I have fired back at them. I have called out who they were when I found out who they were. Tried to poke back at them. That never turns out well, as I'm sure that the kickback from this will be fairly decent. But enough is enough. I'm just not the type of person to stand by and let people assassinate every part of my character, ruin my relationships, ruin any kind of future endeavors, affect my relationships with my children, or my friends, or anything like that any longer, without being as loud as possible. A select group of women make up things, tell lies, twist things, or will take a truth and be completely vile about it. I'm not perfect. By any stretch of means, I've made all kinds of mistakes throughout this whole thing. For these women who have been the face of what has...
I'm gonna pause this for a second. Cole, can you DM me on Discord the login for that account again? You know what I'm talking about? Make sure it's on Discord though so I can see it. Alright, here we go.
Going on with me, of all the things that have happened to me, I'm going to put them out there. I'm going to start with Bertina. Bertina is a current active parolee. She is on parole with the North Dakota Parole Board. I have been in contact with her parole officer several times, have got nowhere. It seems like they have some sort of friendship. She has posted their personal text messages kind of like as a haha. Several years ago, there was a boating accident in which 3 young men died.
It's a boating accident rocked the small fishing community of Baudette.
The boys were
Double
loved
tap,
by
y'all.
everybody.
Bonnie Janicki proudly displays pictures of her former co-workers at Sportsman's Lodge. Cody Ostendorf, Justin Ogvit, and Keith Ayers all drowned when their boat overturned on Lake of the Woods in the middle of the night.
Bertina raised money for them through a GoFundMe for their families.
Following the tragedy, 29-year-old Retina Lavala helped in the search for the bodies and launched a GoFundMe page to help the families with funeral expenses. Nearly 400 people contributed $27,000.
We'll call State of Minnesota versus Retina Rayon Laval.
However, $6,000 didn't make it to the families, but instead went into Lavala's own pocketbook to pay bills and for groceries.
There are all sorts of Google articles and videos I'm going to show you just a tad bit.
The mother of Keith Ayers sent a letter for the county prosecutor to read aloud.
To prey upon the vulnerability of our families and community is an action of a predator. I do not believe that any apology would be of truth. It would be only words to excuse her behavior with hope to lessen the punishment of her actions.
When Lavala was asked if she wanted to address the court, she uttered just 3 words.
She was then charged not long after she wrote bad checks.
30-year-old Badette woman who was
Yikes.
That wasn't it, though.
Wait, why is that showing me?
That's 4 minutes and 18 seconds.
It's at the end of it. Did it skip?
I think so. I think it skipped to the end because that was definitely not the end of it.
For these women who have been the face of what has been going on, be completely vile about it. I'm not perfect.
Let me rewind.
The kickback from this will be fairly decent.
Shortly after that.
Enough is enough. I'm just not the type of person to stand by and let people assassinate every part of my character, ruin my relationships, ruin any kind of future endeavors, affect my relationships with my children, or my friends, or anything like that any longer without being as loud as possible. A select group of women make up things, tell lies, twist things, or will take a truth and be completely vile about it. I'm not perfect. By any stretch of means, I've made all kinds of mistakes throughout this whole thing. For these women who have been the face of what has been going on with me, of all the things that have happened to me, I'm going to put them out there. I'm going to start with Bertina. Bertina is a current active parolee. She is on parole with the North Dakota Parole Board. I have been in contact with her parole officer several times, have got nowhere. It seems like they have some sort of friendship. She has
all of this
posted their
played.
personal text messages kind of like as a haha.
Yeah, but as you're rewinding it, that part hadn't, so
Several
I think
years
you just skipped.
there was a boating accident in which 3 young men died.
It's a boating accident rocked the small fishing community of Baudette.
The boys were loved by everybody.
Bonnie Janicki proudly
That's so
displays
fucking
pictures
sad.
of her former co-workers at Sportsman's Lodge. Cody Ostendorf, Justin Ogvitt, and Keith Ayers all drowned when their boat overturned on Lake of the Woods in the middle of the night.
Bertina raised money for them through a GoFundMe for their families.
Following the tragedy, 29-year-old Retina Lavala helped in the search for the bodies and launched a GoFundMe page to help the families with funeral expenses. Nearly 400 people contributed $27,000.
We'll call State of Minnesota versus Retina Rayon Laval.
However, $6,000 didn't make it to the families, but instead went into Lavala's own pocketbook to pay bills and for groceries.
There are all sorts of Google articles and videos I'm going to show you just a tad bit.
The mother of Keith Ayers sent a letter for the county prosecutor to read aloud.
To prey upon the vulnerability of our families and community is an action of a predator. I do not.
Yeah, that's gonna go. Did it skip in the beginning? I don't think so. Are you sure you sent me the right video?
Now, in that year and a half, I have ignored.
Yeah, that is the right video. I just don't think it's playing all the way. Hold on.
I have called out who they were when I found out who they were. Tried to poke back at them. That never turns out well, as I'm sure that the kickback from this will be.
Investigator said she's getting it. It's a 10-minute video.
Enough is enough.
Oh, then I only got sent a 4-minute thanks to the investigator. But yeah, it's the same video.
That's so fucking sad.
day
Oh, it's awful.
till I think December 4th. Exactly.
Like, already under those circumstances, like, you clearly have to be a whole piece of shit to even.
As I was about to leave my brother's restaurant, the female manager stopped me.
Do something like that. I'm gonna log into this. And then to just not even give an apology, like.
Yeah, like that is what was crazy as fuck.
You have to be extremely fucking ill-intended to just even feel okay, number one, doing that in the first place, but to just, yeah, you don't even offer any sort of apology, and then the letter you write the judge is basically how you're a fucking victim too. Like, what? Very disturbing. Cole, it's saying suspicious activity, and it sent a code to an email that ends in 6, and we got 43 seconds. Hurry! How the hell, where would you send a 10-minute video? You'd have to have, what's that shit on Discord to be able to send a long video?
Nitro. I have Nitro.
Yeah, I think I have Nitro too.
Yeah, I have it. Hold on. We have it. She just.
Honey, do you have the backup phone? Never mind. I got it. Had it here the whole time. That is a doornail. It's okay.
Okay, I have the link to the video on TikTok. Can you play it if I send you the link?
Uh,
I think Nelson said as long as you don't go.
fuck, I'm trying to get logged in on my PC. I need to charge this shit up. Yeah, Cole, it timed out already.
Okay, yeah, I sent it to you on the thing on Discord. I sent you the link. You should be able just to click it and it'll play, but I would just scroll through like the first 4 minutes of it, I guess, because it is a 10-minute video.
Okay, here we go.
Restaurant. I need it right now. Mary went quiet for a second, immediately sensing something was wrong. Teresa, what happened?
What is
Why is your
playing?
voice? Don't ask. Just hurry. I cut.
And
Whew.
like I'm just so tired of these people like
Okay, let me fast forward.
have got
Was Cole trying to send you the
and launched
ones
a
from the lighthouse?
GoFundMe page to help the families with funeral expenses.
Yeah, I was trying to get logged into this account, but it timed
I'll send
out.
you a link from hers too. Hold on.
Yeah. Yeah, if you could send me those links. Yeah, it lets me play them from DM, so that works perfect. No, why is this doing that? Okay.
Expenses. Nearly 400 people contributed 27,000 bills and for groceries.
There are all sorts of Google articles and videos I'm going to show you just a tad bit.
The mother of Keith Ayers sent a letter for the county prosecutor to read aloud.
Can you guys hear that okay?
The vulnerability of our families and community is an action of a predator. I do not believe that any apology would be of truth. It would be only words to excuse her behavior with hope to lessen the punishment of her actions.
When Lavala was asked if she wanted to address the court, she uttered just 3 words.
She was then charged not long after she wrote bad checks.
30-year-old Badette woman who was previously convicted of stealing money from a GoFundMe account to help the families of 3 men killed in a boating accident on Lake of the Woods has been sentenced to 3.5 years in prison after violating her parole.
Double tap, yo. Double tap.
Tina Lavala was recently found guilty of writing a bad check and has been sent to prison. She was sent to prison last week to begin serving a 42-month sentence.
She also had several DUIs that she was convicted of. My understanding is that someone on parole, on active parole, is on parole so that they can reintegrate into society as a better person. And you're able to do that outside of prison walls. That is not what's happening. This woman now has my social security number. Brags about it.
I've gotten a list of every address she's ever lived at. I've gotten her social security number sent to me, her phone number, all those things. And you know what's wild is
On TikTok Live is fucking crazy, Retina.
On parole.
While on parole. And let me guess, all that shit Florida man's been doing about exposing Holly Mae and the fact that there's about to be a lien on her house because her husband's child support and all that shit, have they been crying about that?
Yep.
Oh, ain't that interesting?
you still keep talking shit and a scammer has your social security number. Ooh, I would fucking be a little worried. Maybe we should see how
Interesting way she calls herself a scammer.
Let me rewind that. What?
Keep talking shit and a scammer has your social security number. Ooh, I would fucking be a little worried. Maybe we should see how good faith credit is. I'm pretty sure to find out your credit, you just need your social security number, your birthday, and your name. You're officially scared of me? Well, it's okay.
At the end of the day, I do not believe that
Found
she will DUIs that she was killed. That's not what's happening. This woman now has my social security number. Brags about it.
I've gotten a list of every address she's ever lived at. I've gotten her social security number sent to me, her phone number, all those things. And you know what's wild is you still keep talking shit and a scammer has your social security number. Ooh.
This is what confuses me about you, weird ass Retina. How is it talking shit if it's facts? People could play this shit all day long and you can't say that we're talking shit. It's facts. It happened. Do you think that the families of those deceased men, or even those men, if they were here, do you think that they would say and feel the same? That they'd be talking shit? What is fucking wrong with you? What? Oh, wow. On TikTok.
I would fucking be a little worried. Maybe we should see how good faith credit is. I'm pretty sure to find out your credit, you just need your social security number, your birth date, and your name. You're officially scared of me? Well, it's okay.
At the end of the day, I do not believe that two wrongs make.
Bougie, does this girl know who sent, or if Retina actually has her social?
No, yeah, she does. That's why she said that she has her social security number and she's bragging about it.
Does anybody know who sent that to Retina?
I don't know. I know there are messages too with Retina and her friends at the time where she admits to having her social security number.
What the fuck?
Right. You are an active parolee. You are there because you made choices that put you there, not because you had somebody pushing for it, like you all do for me. We all have our own issues, our own lives that we need to tend to. The only purpose of all of this, I just want to be left alone. I want you to leave me alone, Bertina. Focus on your own life. Fix your own life before coming for mine. My next step is to send you a cease and desist with a copy to your parole officer and also to the state attorney's office. No more. You're a stranger on the internet. I do not know you. I do not wish to know you. I wish you the best, but I want you out of my life. Stay out of my life. Thank you.
If anybody sees Carla, let her know I signed her up for lots of things while I couldn't see her.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I went and filled out some payday loan things because, you know, those spams, you fill out one and you get like 30 more requests and emails. I did that for her.
Yo, what the fuck?
Wild as fuck, right?
Was this not sent to her parole officer?
Well, I mean, Faith says in the video that she sent all of these things. I mean, she had been in contact with a parole officer, but the message that Retina showed was a message between her and a parole officer as if they were friends, which, again, doesn't surprise me because Retina's mom is a dispatcher / jailer in the fucking county for the county sheriff. I mean, and she's off parole now. She's on probation currently.
What the fuck?
And she's crying a river because Florida man posted a fucking Facebook photo of her fucking kid. Stop, bitch.
Yeah, I mean, when was she caught on live saying that? How long ago was this?
I think it was a while. I'm not sure. I don't know. But she's been on parole for a couple years, I think.
That's fucking crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they don't have a right to cry about shit that happens to them. Not if you're online saying shit like that.
Right. That's my point. Is it's like, this is the same fuck shit she's still doing, though. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, she's still doing this fuck shit to other people and crying a river, and they're all like, oh my god, Retina, her kid should never be brought into it. I mean,
sadly, I don't think it's the end. I think that
it's not the end. Fuck no, it ain't the end.
Yeah, I would put money on they've already got some shit going on the back end. Somehow, some way, she's already getting money on the back end somewhere.
And she is literally gaining all the sympathy from people for getting in a car wreck a few weeks ago. Everybody's all like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. But nobody ever says, bitch, you shouldn't even been on the fucking road. You don't have a license to drive, bitch. Because of all of her DWIs. She's permanently revoked, bitch.
Is it even verified that she was actually in one, or is it a money scheme?
No, she was in one.
So is she in trouble for that? getting in a...
She got charged for driving without a license.
Oh.
Last month. Mm-hmm. While she was on probation for driving without a license, alcohol related, from last year. Mm-hmm.
What a fucking hot mess.
That her mother, it was her mother's vehicle, by the way, that she got in a car wreck in.
So mommy's enabling.
Oh, right. While by making an oath to protect and serve her fucking local community, my ass.
Wait, is she an officer?
Yep, she works for the sheriff's department as a jailer/dispatcher.
Oh, hell no.
It's not the first vehicle she's allowed
Yo.
her daughter to drive or has purchased for her.
Ratina, what's it gonna take for you to
She's been
sit down
getting
and shut the
DUIs
fuck
since
up?
before she was even old enough to be drinking. I mean, I think we've counted like at least 10. For sure.
Hey, Monster. And Petty let them back in?
He don't give a fuck. He does the same, if not worse, fuck shit that she does. Are you serious? But these are all people that, again, are coming after others for exposing these types of things and exposing the fucking fuck shit. And we're all the bad guys.
Well, yeah, because what a better way to be able to get away with it than if you try to put a facade on it, try to put a face on it, try to act like an advocate, but on the back end, that's actually what the fuck you do. So why would anyone question it? That's called master manipulation.
Now, she raised a bunch of money off of TikTok to get a, quote, cease and desist against Faith Gone Fishing. Never got one. First of all, cease and desist don't cost fucking $300 or however the fuck much money she was getting.
What happened between this? I don't know who this Faith Gone Fishing is.
I don't know. I don't know all of it. I know people down in the chat do. I wasn't around for that. There was a lot of back and forth between the two of them. I mean, Faith says in her video, like, she definitely went toe-to-toe with her, too. She's not innocent, but she didn't do this fuck shit. It's fucking sick. And, again, nobody over there gives a fuck. I mean, I think she's had multiple accounts on Reddit banned, yet she's still got another account and has slipped through ban evasion. And same with their Reddit page that they all mod for that does all of this fuck shit, including post people's fucking children or their people's children as their profile page.
Yeah, I thought it was funny that she tried to post Florida man stuff. I think I said, like, as a felon, how do you decide whose felonies are more felonious? Like you look like a fucking idiot.
Well, because to Ratina, you know, if you bring up her stuff, she's like, oh, that was back in 2016, 2017, 2018, 2019. You know, people change. Well, the ones that you're posting, bitch, are
clearly you haven't, man.
Way before then of other people's. But again, like, you are not allowed to call out anybody's fucking criminal behavior on this app when you, ma'am, are still not a law-abiding citizen at all.
That part.
At all.
And that's what makes the difference. You can't have the history multiple times, from stealing from deceased to bouncing bad checks to now threatening a creator with her social security number. Why else would you want to look at her credit? Because I'm sure it wouldn't be to help her buy a fucking house.
Well, she clearly says your social security number is in the hands of a known scammer.
Yeah, that part.
It's the first time I've ever heard her admit that she's a fucking scammer, but hey, whatever. But also, she was cool with Florida Man. She wanted to be the fucking female version until Florida Man asked her, like, why would you contact somebody's abuser? And she's like, I did, and I would do it again. Okay.
Yeah, she lost me at if you're drunk, it's not essay.
That part.
That was the first time I was like,
I heard her last night talk about how she'd been a healthcare professional for all these years. And I'm like, when? Like, according to your records, ma'am, you have been on adult probation for almost your entire whole adult life.
You ain't taking care of my granny, bitch.
At what fucking point are you fucking taking care of people?
You ain't taking care of my granny, bitch. I don't even trust you to wipe her ass. You ain't stealing her hemorrhoids. No ma'am.
It's
Nope,
fucking gross, dude. It's gross. She's gross.
Yeah, that's vile. Like I said, it takes a special kind of evil and demented and not mentally well person, not to just scam people to begin with, but to, especially the deceased, you know? That's a whole different ballgame. Monster, can you send it on, if it's something you want me to play, can you send it to me on Discord? My name is Think Smarter, and it's all lowercase, and then my name on there is Truck Stop Tammy.
I think she also has this sense of entitlement and whatnot because of her mother and her mom's position that, you know, she can do whatever the fuck she wants to.
Well, it sounds like she gets away with it. Where the county that her mom works, was that where any of her charges were?
Well, it's where her current ones are, yeah, and she's had some more in that county before, but the whole GoFundMe shit and a lot of her DUIs and other things happened in Minnesota, and that's not where her mom was working. But, I mean, like, she's on probation. She's been on probation for the charge she got last year. And since she got that new charge in September for driving without a license, I mean, I don't know what the
Why
sentence
is she even
is for that.
driving? Like, did she actually get a real job? Because that makes you wonder too. If she doesn't work an actual job, where she's getting money?
No, she works at like a grocery store. What's crazy is that the dude that she hit in September, he's like a 70-something-year-old man, or that, you know, he ran a stoplight or stop sign, whatever. Either way, he was featured on her store's like Facebook page a few years ago for winning some sort of a raffle. She has everybody believing she has a license. I mean, even in the body cam footage from her charge last year for driving without a license, she's acting dumb as if, oh, I didn't know my license was suspended in Minnesota. I had just no fucking earthly idea.
I'm shocked she didn't get out of the car and try and get in his to try to find the raffle winnings, to take those too. Because what? What the fuck?
I mean, she's allegedly a supervisor at this here job.
I mean, if that's the case and she's making money an honest way, but I mean, still, you can't cry about people being on TikTok talking about your shit if you're sitting on TikTok and you're still displaying the same behaviors, and now you're threatening other people, saying you're a scammer and saying that for any reason you're going to use somebody else's social security number. Man, that's a felony. Like,
I mean, she's been all over the app talking about how she has found my fucking twins, like all of this. What was so wild was last year she made a video about a personal injury lawsuit that was filed by somebody that I got in a car wreck with, right, against like me and my insurance company. Obviously, those that have sense in life know that, or insurance, which I can't imagine she does because she doesn't even have a license, know that when you get in a car wreck, a lot of times people will file a lawsuit just to get more fucking money from you than the insurance company. I found out about this lawsuit from Retina's video on TikTok. I didn't even know who the fuck this chick was. Like, who the chick was that I got in a car wreck with on this video where she had full government names, full everything, no redaction, nothing, right? And then in the comments, she's like, maybe we should check our TikTok Rolodex and see if Bougie was on the app this day that she got in a car wreck. Ma'am, first of all, I've always been a licensed driver. Okay. Second of all, I have insurance. Because I'm a fucking licensed driver, bitch. You probably shouldn't be talking about anybody's car wrecks, insurance, license, or what the fuck they do, considering every video you've made on this app has been in a fucking car when your lip syncing is way the fuck off, and you're literally not supposed to be in a car driving. But what the fuck do I know?
What the fuck?
She pled guilty. She pled guilty to her latest driving without a license. I don't think she had much of a choice.
See, the idea, Ratina, would be once you came out of the first set of charges, get your job wherever the fuck you have a job. Because to each their own. If somebody goes to work every day, I don't care where you work. I don't care if it's McDonald's. I don't care if you're cleaning sidewalks. I give the janitor the same respect that I give the CEO. But you should have just kept your fucking mouth shut. Like, all of your shit gets drugged to the surface because of how you treat people and the shit you talk about on live, or looking people up or threatening them. Basically, the hypocrisy. You're acting like you're perfect, but you're the furthest thing from it, as well as your past. Like, you sign yourself up for the shit.
And it's not so much your past. If you're a law-abiding citizen and are doing good things as a human being, right now I don't think anybody would give a fuck. But you're absolutely not.
Yeah. In the last month and a half, I learned so much shit. I mean, I was already unhappy with Petty. I honestly unfollowed Petty a long fucking time ago. Before the monster stuff even happened, actually, because he was just displaying behaviors like he had an expectation of his people that, and he was dragging them. Like, they'd come in the box and he would drag them, but then he would turn around and he would do exactly what he was dragging them for. Blue was one of them. So he had attacked a couple of people for even being around Blue, and then not even an hour later, Blue's in a box, and here comes Petty antagonizing Blue. But Petty had his people believing, you're not going to be caught anywhere in a space with them, or you're out of here. And I was like, wait a second.
He did the same thing to me.
Antagonizing.
Yep, he did the same thing to me. And as soon as my protection order was granted against Petty for 3 years, even my temporary one, he would come in on his other account and he would just do nothing but drop chocolate hearts in the fucking chat every the fuck place I was. Weird as fuck.
Yeah. And then obviously I knew that Ratina had brought, the monster stuff to Petty's platform, but then I don't know. I'm a critical thinker, so I was just like thinking about shit. And I'm like, wait, Petty, why? You're Mr. Anti-Go Fraud Me. So why are you helping promote somebody that you are actually go against to sit on your platform to drag somebody else? Like, have you held Ratina accountable at all?
Well, he wanted the persona as if he was anti-scam or anti-Go Fraud Me, but let's be honest, he's been doing the same fuck shit, if not worse, as Ratina. And he's been collecting social security numbers off of fucking people on Reddit veterans pages claiming that he's a fucking VA goddamn counselor, bitch. So, there's that.
What?
It would take me 2 days to send you on Discord everything that I fucking have.
What the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
So I got sent this one. I'm not super familiar with Scammy Claus. GoFundMe against Florida man. I'm gonna play this.
Oh, that's with Governors of Valor, who's also a known scammer and fucking frauder and all the things. And right, all these anti-scam awareness people that literally don't even vet people, that are using scammers and fucking frauditors as like, what the fuck are we doing? All these people would make terrible fucking investigators. Seriously.
Wait, Monster, she had access to a GoFundMe?
She created it.
Ratina did?
No. Fucking Scammy. Oh, Ratina, I didn't know that Ratina had access to it. I heard something about it, but I didn't think that Ratina had access to it. I know that Scammy Claus created it. It wouldn't surprise me considering just the other day, Retina said, I don't have a problem with Scammy Claus. Why would I have a problem with Scammy Claus? Even after she blasted this message that she got where Scammy Claus and her team were trying to set Retina up to pass along this phone number that was going to go to the investigator to me or anybody in Florida Man's group so that they could essentially track him.
What the fuck? All right, I'm gonna play this clip.
Oh, where's the proof that I've even seen the link?
Wait, this is only 3 seconds. Hold on.
Oh, where's the proof that I've even seen
Einstein,
the link?
Retina had a link to share with people. Is it supposed to be only 3 seconds?
Yeah, I heard Scammy Claus say, and I heard Retina say that, you know, if you want, because she made the GoFundMe private because people were reporting it, that if you wanted the link to ask Retina or ask Scammy Claus or OG Breezy.
Yo, I wouldn't send her, definitely not to a fucking GoFundMe. And she definitely wouldn't have, hell no. And who was that GoFundMe for? What was that GoFundMe for?
The GoFundMe was created originally, allegedly, to hire a private investigator to find Florida Man and have him arrested for whatever the fuck is going on in Florida. Well, then they got with Governors of Valor, stolen valor, fucking scammer, known scammer, tax fraud, tax evade, all that motherfucker, as her private investigator. So then Scammy Claus had a live with him, talking about how within seconds or minutes of receiving tips on Florida Man's location, this guy had boots on the ground and was in contact with the investigator and da.
Do these bitches not know that taxpayers already pay that? Why are they creating GoFundMes for shit that the U.S. Marshals cover? If they want him bad enough, they're going to find him. You can't run from a U.S. Marshal. What the fuck is wrong with them?
Well, that's so when they had the private investigator, then she changed it to, oh, this money is going to be used for the successful arrest and capture of Florida Man, right? Well, ma'am, neither the sheriff's department or the government is supporting this GoFundMe. If they wanted a fucking reward, they would create one themselves. Number one. Number two, where is this money now?
Yeah. Yeah. Is the GoFundMe still up?
No, it's been taken down, but she's got like $2,000 on it.
Oh, no. Who fucking who? Yo.
This Governors of Valor guy put me, Nikki, and a few other people's literal names, address, date of birth, phone numbers all over the fucking place and said that we were aiding and abetting because we talked to Florida Man. So then Scammy Claus had the owner of the store that was allegedly, burglarized by Florida Man, allegedly in a live with her, in that same live that we're referring to with Governors of Valor.
I think I saw that.
Yeah.
And they screenshotted the comments from the Facebook post and were showing them.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Yeah, I had seen I can't remember
well, they
whose live
were,
it was.
so that was the store owner's Facebook where he was literally passing around. Yeah, everybody was posting all of Florida Man's kids and information and accounts and mine and everything. They had the store owner believing that like I had a fucking live real time locations on fucking Florida Man. So then it was like when Scammy Claus had the live with Governor of Valor and the store owner, he also has a alleged reward for, I think it's $10,000 for Florida Man and $5,000 for each of us that have aided and abetted in his crimes. Like, what the fuck are you talking about, you weird fuck?
So just because you have an association with someone on TikTok, that's aiding and abetting?
Oh, they even went as far as to say that they have a live of me saying that I have his real-time locations on Live 360, which is fucking hilarious, bitch. Because I don't. Listen, Linda, I called the sheriffs myself a few weeks ago after that live and was like, so I hear there's this reward, and again, my name's being fucking passed around as knowing his location. But I mean, whatever y'all need to do, you can do. I'll give you my phone, whatever. I don't know where the fuck he's at. I talked to him on fucking TikTok. You know, like, but I was like, now you have all these GoFundMe's and whatnot. He's like, yeah, we're not, we are not supporting that. They none of it, right? So then OG Breezy B went and sent a text to Retina, I guess, basically like, hey, you know, do you know anybody that can get this number to Bougie or somebody in Florida Man's camp? And then in parentheses, my husband's phone number, because they were going to pass off an investigator's phone number as her husband's, because Florida Man had said once that he was going to call OG Breezy B's husband. And so Regina went live causing a whole ruckus about they tried to set me up and they tried to set me up. But then she's in Smash's box with fucking Scammy Claus in the comments. And it's like, I don't have a problem with Scammy Claus. I mean, she hasn't done nothing to me. What?
What the fuck?
So it just got outed this week that Governor Zavala is a known scammer in real life and on TikTok, and has been since 2004 at least. Stolen ballot, everything.
Are they trying to like fuel situations to have reasons to start GoFundMe's? Because that's what it's giving.
That's what it sounds like to me. Mm-hmm.
Oh,
because they were all claiming that the sheriff's department was in full support of this GoFundMe, and they Scammy Claus herself, yeah, you know, Governors of Valor, he's a private investigator, and he's Pops too, and he's, you know, received all these tips, and you know, within 20 minutes they had boots on the ground, and he's well respected all over. And yeah, right, no, he's not. And he's not a fucking veteran, and he actually served less than 5 months in the fucking Navy, so there's that. But all these people are so pressed about what people have going on in their real life, right? Like, what? It's wild.
That's fucking wild. If the state pressing charges on Florida Man wanted him bad enough, like top 10 on the FBI most wanted list, they definitely attach rewards straight to it. Like, do they think that nobody's looking for him?
Right. Well, here's the thing, too. They all think that he's going to go to jail. Once he's arrested, he's going to be in prison for the rest of his life. And I'm sitting here like, again, hello, Slot is out on $1.2 million bond, bitch. For 10 felonies and fucking 5 misdemeanors. Are you serious right now?
It's probably because they know that he's off the hook, because he knows he's facing charges probably. And he's exposing shit about them. He's finding shit. I caught a portion of his live where he was outing that he helped the baby mom get a lien on Holly Mae's fucking house kind of shit. So they're probably wanting to silence him because they know that he can find shit on them.
Oh, they absolutely do. But they all jumped in on this whole like thing with this store owner that was allegedly burglarized. And I mean, before you know it, you've got fucking 13 over here having an online relationship with him to get money. You've got them all fucking involved in this bullshit of, oh, well, he burglarized and robbed Megs, and he essayed 13, and he essayed fucking Megs. All the shit with no fucking receipts, none, bitch. And in fact, that's all been exposed as all being fucking lies. But that's what all of these alleged anti-scam people are doing. It's wild as fuck, actually. It is. And if anything, you guys are so stupid because, I mean, you want him arrested and held accountable so bad for something, but yet you guys are fucking, if anything,
sit with people that literally
took this case to probably become a dismissed case because of your dumb shit that you do online. And because they can't get at Florida Man, they come for me and fucking investigator. It's fucking weird as fuck.
While they're sitting with people who literally scammed. So what's the difference, Retina? And just, is it because the money was basically handed to you and not to Florida Man? Like, where do you feel like you should be the forefront of getting him captured when you were a fucking felon too for doing basically the same shit in a different way? Like, what's the difference? There's no fucking difference.
There is
Again, it's a felon trying to decide whose felonies are more felonious. That doesn't make any fucking sense.
Good afternoon. How are you? Hello?
I can hear you now. Hello.
Hi. Good afternoon. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. I would like to answer any questions if you have them for me because, unlike a lot of people that are in this live right now, I can back things up with proof rather than slandering people's names without showing anything, because that's how I work. I don't just put shit out there without, something that I can prove.
What are you referring
So,
to?
pretty much, I've been getting screenshots about GoFundMe's and about Guardians of Valor and about Florida Man and all that stuff. I'm just
Do
getting
you have
sick of
proof
it.
that Guardians of Valor is a private investigator?
Never said he was a private investigator. I said
Do
he knew
you?
private investigators. And
Do
Bougie, I'm
you?
sorry, Bougie, listen. I'm
No.
not
See,
here.
you're not going to come
Listen,
up and get.
Bougie. No, no,
You
no.
said questions. I'm
I'm not
asking
here.
questions.
Bougie, I'm not here for you. I will answer and talk to pest control as much as, as they want.
Well, hold on, honey. I know my name is Pest Control. My main got banned. You can call me MJ. The thing is I don't really know you, so it would kind of have to be Bougie answering
Okay,
or
well,
asking. Oh, hold on. Oh no, we don't unmute. Hold on, honey. So I watched a video. We've kind of talked about a lot, but I've watched a video. So in this video, it's your name. You had typed something out. Why is it doing this? You had typed something out. So what we were just talking about was the GoFundMe for the Florida Man stuff. Apparently, maybe Ratina was denying that she had a link, but it's actually a comment by you.
Oh, where's the proof that I've even seen the link?
And then you make the comment that Ratina has the link.
may I talk now?
Yeah, go ahead.
Thank you. When I made that GoFundMe, okay, there were, as you can imagine, based on the number of people that have been harassed and, had a lot of false information put out from Florida Man. There are a lot of people that would like to see him pay for and be accountable for what he did with this warrant. With that in mind, that means that when he's finally incarcerated, all this bullshit that he's been doing to me and a bunch of other people will end. So when I started the GoFundMe, I had put out there that, there's going to be people like Florida Man that would be interested in shutting the GoFundMe down, because if it's taken down, then people wouldn't donate to it. Okay,
I have a question. Where did you plan on giving that money? Like,
to whoever gives information to have Mike arrested. It's a reward for information leading to his arrest.
But how are you going to know who gave that information to the cops?
Listen, Bougie, this young woman said she sent me a cease and desist, so I don't even feel comfortable talking to her.
But yet you've continued to talk about me since I sent that cease and desist.
Yeah, but I'm not. I haven't been in a box.
Not.
I haven't
I
been
bet you
in a
don't want
box
to.
or
but
anything with
hold
you,
on,
so.
Scammy Claus, because she asked a valid question, and that's how would you even know?
Because there's a tip line from the Alachua County Sheriff's Department, okay, which I've posted along with all the information I've put out there, who also have a reward, by the way. And when Mike was arrested, captured, whatever, then the person that came forward from this would get the money.
Well, they're not going to tell anybody who on the tip line gave the tip that got him arrested. They're just not going to do that.
Let me ask you something. What if let's just say that, okay, Bougie. Let's say Bougie gave Florida Man's location. Would you give Bougie that money?
If he was arrested, yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Why not? And you know what? The store owner would give her the 10,000 too, because it is based on his arrest.
Even though
Another
he has a
question.
reward for me.
Another question. So why not leave it up to the authorities, first of all? And second of all, why have people that have actively, your name is Scammy Claus, right? And so let's just toss Retina's name in there, right? Because Retina took money from a GoFundMe for 3 deceased individuals. So how fruitful do you think that a GoFundMe, and how trustful and how abundant do you think that a GoFundMe like that would be when you have people involved in it that are active, known
Well,
scammers?
I'll tell you, Retina never was involved in it. You know, I was answering that question before, but you asked me another question, so I couldn't finish it. So if you'd like me to finish that, I will, and I'll get to that point.
Are you hype right now?
No, it's just you're asking me questions. It's like you're making you're making allegations that I was going to answer previously, but you didn't let me finish it.
No,
So,
honey, I'm just asking questions.
right. Well, you asked me the question about the link for the GoFundMe, and then you asked me something else when I was answering it. So I
Well,
didn't have.
you answered that one. You said that
No,
Retina didn't have anything to do with that. So that one's answered.
Okay, but I was gonna finish it, but that's fine. So
Go
yeah,
ahead.
no,
No,
she
go
had
ahead. You're good.
no, she had nothing to do with it. So
Okay.
that's all you need to know. So, and I had no knowledge of what the thing was about her with the GoFundMe, however many years ago, until after I had posted that GoFundMe. So,
Well, now that you know about it, how do you feel about it?
how many years ago was it?
I don't really think it fucking matters
Well,
how many years ago it was.
Well,
Is there a timestamp on when you take money from deceased individuals under the pretense that you're going to use some of it for yourself, which is not what the GoFundMe was intended to? And then to add on top of it, when asked to give an apology, not only once but twice, you don't give an apology in court the first time, but the second time when you write a letter to the judge, somehow you make yourself a fucking victim.
Okay.
And never mind the social security numbers.
Well, I was not aware of that, and knowing that now, I never knew what the thing with the GoFundMe was, but you know, I'm going to take the approach here that Bougie and a lot of other supporters of Mike have, and I guess if you pay your debt to society by going and serving your time or paying back, does that kind of level the playing field again?
I would agree with that. However, what she did was she went and did her time,
right?
And then she got out, and then she decided to hop on TikTok, and she sits in boxes, and I have that clip too, and I could play it if you need me to, of the proof, where she's harassing somebody else, says that she has the woman's social security number, and should she be scared because now a known scammer has this other woman's social security number? And she is the forefront of trying to drag Florida Man for his charges, right? So answer me this. How does a felon decide who's more felonies or more felonious?
Well, you know, I think that happens a lot on here, and I agree with you. Is there a level of being felonious? Do you know what I mean? Like, is a felony and they're equal?
What's the difference in how Retina got her money versus what Florida Man did?
Well, you know, I think when you get money in a felony, I don't think either way is good, right? I agree with you on that.
So what? So where's the same energy for Retina?
Well, as I said, I just found out about it when I did the GoFundMe about a month and a half ago. She was never involved in it. So, you know, from what my understanding is, you know, she did her time, she paid back whatever. I'm, you know, you're talking about what's more felonious. I think the question is, do you want to compare records? I mean, is that how we get to be what's more felonious?
Maybe we should vet out the people we're using to.
I never used her, Boosh. I'm
talking about Guardians of Valor that you definitely stood 10 toes down on, and you didn't have a.
Can I ask you something, Boosh? Boosh, let me ask you
I thought
something.
you were talking to me, but sure.
Are you giving the same energy to the other creators that were also duped by him?
Well, those creators are the ones that helped expose them once they got the information that they needed to do so.
Really? All of
I
them?
mean, I don't know all of them.
Every
I
single
only
one
got
of us?
involved.
See,
Listen,
but
I
that
only
would
got
be that's
involved
a hypocritical question though, because
you
you're not going to
involved
hold the
me.
people that you sit with accountable in the same manner that you're asking her to
When
hold
have I
people
You
not?
accountable.
involved me in Guardians of Valor when you were participating in my information being given to him as well as others, but also this bullshit narrative that I had anything to do with what Florida Man allegedly did or didn't do, or I knew of his location. Just like, again, you did not vet out Megs before you did that fucking thing and cried about how she was fucking burglarized or how 13 was SA'd or how all of it. You didn't do any of that because you're on this fucking weird obsession to have Florida Man fucking arrested. And again, I would just say that I think that you guys are a little bit fucking off keel to say that, oh, he's going to be arrested and put in prison for the rest of his life, while Slot is literally out on $1.2 million bond with 3 times the amount of felonies
Well, but
than
there's a
fucking
big
Florida
difference
Man.
there, Boosh. There's a
What's the
big
big
difference.
fucking difference?
There is a big difference. You know what it is?
What is it? What?
She has a home that
No,
she
she
lives
doesn't.
in. She doesn't.
No, she doesn't.
She
It's her
doesn't live.
dad's.
It's her. Okay, but she lives there. She has an address, a permanent address, right?
What's your point?
The point is, Mike
$1.2 million
has not had a
of
permanent
stolen money from
address.
this app.
No,
So,
no, no, no,
I
no, no,
mean,
no. Listen, I'm looking at it from a criminal perspective. Okay,
oh,
if
you
you
are probably
have
not one to look at it from a criminal
Bougie, are you
perspective.
gonna ever let me listen without being interrupted? I mean, come on. Listen, what Slots did is terrible, and I'm not defending her. But the difference is that she has a set address where she has lived. Okay, Mike doesn't have that. He hasn't had
How
that
do
for
you
how
know?
long?
How do
How
you
do
know?
I know?
What?
Well,
Hold on, I'm lost in the plot here. What does it matter if somebody has an address or not? Where does that come into play?
no, I mean, look at people that are released before a trial are usually released for a number of reasons, right? There's a bond that they can post. There is somewhere where they can be on house arrest, meaning they can stay in the one location, where they can be, verified that they're living there and they stay there the whole time. You know what I mean?
I just don't know how you think that Florida Man doesn't, because you think he's homeless in a van?
Well, I mean, every single police report says that he's homeless and he has no
That's
address.
wild. I've read the very
Can
same
we
police
hold
reports and
on?
none of them say
Let's
that.
pause and let Florida Man's in the box. So let's hear a little bit from Florida Man on that.
His mic is messing up, he said, so he said he was going to drop and come back.
Okay.
But at the end of the day, though, again, the GoFundMe was created, you said, for a private investigator. It seems like once you got Guardians of Valor, who is not a private investigator, who did not have boots in the ground because he's not a well-respected military man with any resources, because he did literally less than 5 months in the military.
And exactly, I found that out. I found that out 2 nights ago. Also, Boosh.
Right. Well, did you apologize to anybody in your fucking boxes for not vetting this motherfucker? Did you do that?
No, but listen. I'm sure you listen to my lives because you seem to have a lot of wrong information.
Well, I get a lot of your information from your lives, yes, because you give out wrong information.
Exactly. So were you in my live a couple nights ago?
No.
Okay, well, there you go. Yeah, I absolutely apologize. I never knew anything about Guardians of Valor until that live a couple nights ago. Absolutely.
And that's my point, though. That is my point. Because what you did by not knowing about this guy is you had this whole app believing that this guy was some legit motherfucker who is not. And because of that, me and several other people's information down to our date of birth was given to this gentleman to be posted all over fucking social media. Scammy Claus, you're also the one that has created.
I didn't give him the information.
I didn't say you did, but I said because you had him vetted. Yes.
So then that means that since
because
I knew
you
him,
didn't vet him and because you let him in your box and claimed him to be such a fucking well-respected fucking dude, he ended up with our information. On top of that, though, you also were participating in the narrative that me and others A, knew where he was, or B, somehow were involved in his fucking crime.
Well, with
And we
your
weren't.
theory, Bougie, with your theory, since I knew him and he did that stuff, and I had nothing to do with it, then that means that the stuff that Florida man has done to me and others is your fault because
No,
you
you
know
have
him.
completely not listened to what I had to say.
I
of course.
absolutely did listen.
No, you did
Let
not.
me ask something. Is the stuff that Florida Man has posted? So obviously, I've played the videos of Retina's charges and all this stuff. Is the stuff that Florida Man has posted? Is it facts?
It's not. I mean, the lives that
Is it
he.
lies?
Well, wait. Based on what? What are you talking about exactly?
The stuff that Florida Man posts. Like I don't really watch Florida Man a lot, and we're gonna let Florida Man speak next because he's been up here. The green screens, whatever Florida Man talks about, is it facts and you guys just don't like it, or is it?
I posted a video, MJ, today, okay, because he's saying that I am fear mongering people, so people are afraid of him or don't like him. I made a quick video today of all the stuff that he's done to people that he's lied about on this app, which also include him lying that I lost my teaching job because I inappropriately touched students, which is false.
Well, didn't you lie when you said that he didn't protect his sister from SA?
Oh my, Bougie, can I please have a conversation?
I'm just wondering, this is a question.
Hold on, I want to hear from Florida Man. Go ahead.
His mic is messing up again.
Is my mic working now?
Oh, there we go.
Okay, here we go. I got it. Finally. So Scammy Cloud has been following me around this app for 2 years because she defended a man that just was a predator towards younger women. And she was wrong. And ever since then, it's been fuck me. I want you to articulate one reason you don't like me. Well, what started it, Scammy Cloud?
Because of all the bullshit you have done to women on this app, including me.
What women?
What women?
Yes.
Did you see the video I put out there? Did you see
I don't
the
watch your
video?
content.
Yeah,
I
you
don't
do,
watch your
because
content.
you always comment on them and you have pictures of it. So yeah, you do. So don't lie about that either. You do see my video.
I downloaded 200 videos that you had of me on your page.
There's no way. Well, I didn't. There's no way I have 200. But if I do, wow, not like you've ever done that, huh? About somebody falsely.
Scammy, we have people in the comments asking what you have done to women.
What a good
Absolutely nothing.
Ma'am?
But see, this is the thing,
Excuse
MJ.
me?
Every time I've said something about Florida Man, I've shown it up with proof. Okay,
No, you
all
haven't.
these people here
No, you
have
haven't.
made
No, I would like to
allegations.
cut you off there because you ran around this app and said I had DV charges on me, and you said,
Right.
well, there's a truckload of FBI receipts coming. Where is my DV charges?
Did I apologize to you and say I was wrong?
Absolutely not. It was a backhanded apology. You said, I'm sorry. You said, I'm sorry, but there's a truckload of receipts coming from the FBI.
What about his sister and the SA victims you platformed?
I didn't apologize, huh? And you accepted it, and then you decided not to accept
You
it, right?
blamed him for SA.
I came out and said I was wrong, right? Over a year and a half ago.
There is a.
Can you admit that? Can you admit that, Mike?
There's a truckload of FBI receipts.
Mike, wait a minute. Let's talk about this. Did I apologize to you? Yes or no?
That it was backhanded.
And then did it again about SA, and did it again about him not protecting his sister, and platformed somebody lying about SA on him. You've done all that too. So I mean, there's no apology.
What do you say, Scammy Claus? If there's a but behind the apology, it invalidates the whole thing. I apologize, but there's
Mike, remember that message you sent me where you accepted my apology?
Don't cut me off.
No, I'm pointing out you're lying. Remember that message you sent me where you said you accept my apology?
Let me finish my statement.
Yeah, hold on. One at a time. Go one at a time. Finish your statement.
He won't answer that. He won't answer it.
Remember what you say, your words, Scammy Claus. If there's a but after the apology, it invalidates the whole thing. Your exact apology was, I'm sorry, but there's a truckload of receipts coming on him from the FBI. Where is that truckload of receipts?
That's two different things, Mike. That's
No,
two different things. Yes, it is. Mike, you sent me.
Yes, one at a time. I guess my confusion is he's asking questions, like they're both asking questions, but they're not getting answered.
I'm trying, but you keep muting me.
Not trying. It is not two separate occasions. You were in Scam Slam's box, and it was one sentence.
Mike, do you remember messaging me saying you accept my apology and we're good?
And what did you do?
Mike, did you say it? Yes or no?
Yeah. And what did you do right after that? You went around.
And this is exactly what it is. This is exactly what it is. Okay? I have that message.
No, because you went around and continued to talk shit. And you went, and I have a lot of messages actually.
Well, maybe he did. Let's just say for
Did
hypothetical
you get the
reasons,
message?
he accepted your apology. But then you went ahead and accused him of SA, and you said he didn't protect his sister.
When did I accuse him of
When you
SA?
platformed 13, when she
I
claimed
didn't
that he
accuse him,
SA'd
right?
her.
I didn't accuse him, right? 13 did, right?
But you put her on your
platformed,
box to
okay.
fucking do it, bitch. Yes, you did.
Right, and did I accuse him?
And what about his sister? He didn't protect his sister?
Scamming Claus, it's painfully obvious that you just, it's painfully obvious that you just do shit because you don't like me, and that's fine. And that's fine, but you can't cry when there is a response to you.
Well, the difference is this.
And you can't cry when you're fucking wrong.
If you
cannot cry when you're wrong.
If you actually posted proof about me, that's one thing, but everything you've posted are lies. And I've made, as I said, I have a list at MJ, I have a list of a video I made. You should check it. That has all of the false allegations he's put out about people. I posted that today. It's about 4 pages long.
Well,
what about
if
all
I'm
the
gonna
shit
do
you said?
that, if I'm going to do that and watch that, then I would also have to watch a video about the things that you've done.
Absolutely.
That part.
Absolutely. Do it. Because everything that I have personally alleged against Mike, I've showed proof.
No, you haven't.
Of him not protecting his sister?
We know what happened to his sister, right?
You don't have proof that he fucking did not protect his sister, do you? Do you?
What was show me what that video, what was the video? Did I say, Mike, why didn't you protect his sister, right?
Are you serious right now? Are you fucking
serious?
Why are you worried about
when you said that
this
50
family
Shades
stuff?
of Grey has a fucking identity problem because they're trans, ma'am?
You know, Bougie, could we keep on one subject? I'll answer you. I'll answer your question. And no. Can we stay on one thing because you're throwing out a lot of stuff that I have already explained on my lives. So again, you're not watching my lives.
That is important. What was that about the identity crisis? Because they're transgender?
No. See, again, that wasn't it. The identity crisis was, does he stick up for people that are trans or not stick up? That's the identity crisis I was referring to. And I've explained this over and over again. But again, you guys, no, you don't know Florida Man because, as you said, you don't watch my content.
I watched the
I've
parts
explained
where,
this a bunch of
you and your
times.
friend are in a box misgendering 50.
Misgendering, really?
Yep.
When?
When your friend referred to 50 as a female?
When did that happen?
While you were in a box?
With?
You were talking it up with Scam Slam. With Scam Slam. You were talking it up and you laughed at that. The video is posted on Queen Witch of TikTok's page.
Really? Well, I can tell you the misgendering, I have no clue. In fact, I've asked before, how does 50, in fact, I've asked, did you play the video where I said, what is 50's pronouns? Because I'm not sure and I don't want to offend the person.
You've never asked me my pronouns.
You've never asked me my pronouns.
Well, because, oh my God, because I know what your pronouns are.
Hold on a second.
I know what your pronouns are.
Can somebody send the video? You guys are saying that there's a video. Can somebody send it to my Discord?
Yeah, send it to where I was laughing and making fun of somebody.
I will. Get into it right now.
Let me clarify again. What I said in the video or the live was that how is it possible that 50 could take it personally when somebody is attacking his identity, yet when people were attacking Casey's identity, he was making fun of it and laughing. And he thought it was funny. So
Who,
that
me?
was when I said he's having an identity crisis, because either you stand with a community and you
Was
stand
50
with
in the box?
everybody. Bougie, listen, I'm sick of being interrupted. Let me
You're
explain
doing
it.
all the talking.
That part. 50 wasn't in the box when anybody said the word "it" about Casey.
Right. He was in
Wow,
he was in the
you
chat.
interrupt me all the time,
He was
Scammy
in the
Claus.
chat.
Since I've been up here, you have not
No, he
interrupted
wasn't.
me.
He was in OG's live that whole time. He wasn't in the chat. You're wrong.
Okay, no, you know what, Bougie, you're right. He
I
was in a
know.
box.
He
Absolutely.
wasn't in a box. He was in OG's live.
He would. So which was it? Was he in the chat or was he in a live?
He wasn't in either. He was in a completely different live.
And whatever chat it was.
He wasn't in a fucking chat.
Wherever he was, Bougie, did he?
He was in a completely different live in a completely different forum.
Bougie.
This happened in FWA's live. He was in OG's live. Are you not understanding? They had nothing to do with what was going on in FWA's live at the time. Go ahead, Mitch.
I'm just going to tell you right now, you better go back and do your homework, because you got everything all wrong. I wasn't even in that box, nor was I ever fucking sitting there making fun, laughing, or anything, because that's not how I roll. That's how you roll.
Okay, Mitch, I'll get the screenshots, okay? And then you can backtrack.
Go back and do your homework.
No, he won't be backtracking.
Even ask
My
Casey.
friend Dora
Even ask Casey.
backtracked.
Be a little respectful to 50, Scammy Claus, because I have you in comment section. 50 has an identity crisis about his gender. So can you be more respectful to 50, because you have been very disrespectful to 50 this entire time.
50.
You're
I'm sorry, Florida man. I'll tell you what. You can tell me how to be moral and ethical towards people when you start doing it. Okay? How about that?
You have to say that with some of the same people you sit with, though.
Absolutely.
You are not moral. You are not ethical. You have fake morals. The person that you portray online is not who you are as a person. You have spent the last 2 years coming after me because I'm a problem.
It would be 1.5. I cleared that up already.
You get a response. You get a response, and you cry about it every single time. That doesn't work. You stalk everybody on the set. You stalk that dude Sean. I don't give a damn what he did. You
Mike, when it comes down to calling family members,
No, I say stay out of my personal space. I say stay out of my personal space. I have a right to exist without you, Scammy Claus. You need to start respecting people's space and respecting people's boundaries.
Let me tell you something.
And also,
Mike, let me tell you something.
$1,660, transfer that out of your savings into your bank account.
Mike, let me tell you something. You are one hell of a person to talk about personal space and boundaries and giving me financial advice. Let's put it that way.
Financial advice. If you give me a big box.
Mike, let me say this.
Mike,
can you say the same though about some of the people that you sit with? We can't do the hypocrisy. If you're going to call shit out, you also have to call it out for the same people that you sit with or that are around you.
MJ, who would you like me to call out for what they do?
Can I ask a question, please?
Hold on. MJ, who would you like me to call out? Mitch. No.
Lockjaw is in here saying some bullshit that is uncalled for. You're not going to sit there and addict shame people and everything and say, shit like that. Like that's foul. No one deserves that shit. I'm sorry.
MJ, who would you like me to call out that I sit with?
Who do you sit with? Scammy.
Who do I sit with? I sit with I hate that word sit with, but people that are generally in my lives, in my boxes are Scam, Breezy,
Bougie, would you be able to send MJ the intercept cash apps of Scam Slam admitting to doing it and showing everybody how to do it, and then OG Breezy B also participating in the federal felon or intercept cash apps?
Wait, did that happen during the what's that lady's name? Lisa Richards?
And it happened to Jeff, and Scammy Claus here did it to Sean. I have the whole
I did it to Sean.
I did it to Sean.
Yes,
you did. I got it.
Okay,
It's already I see through.
that's bullshit. But okay,
I actually remember when that happened with Lisa Richards and people were calling you out, Scammy.
Why were they calling me out? I had nothing to do with it.
It
I had
was you that
absolutely nothing to do with that.
It wasn't you that created a fake cash app to try to intercept the money. Who was it?
No, it wasn't me at all. I had nothing to do with that. And
Yes,
listen,
it was Scam Slam.
this is the
Scam Slam. Okay, Scam Slam. Gotcha.
Yeah, we get confused all the time.
Scammy Claus was inside of the server, and Scammy Claus had one for Sean.
Now this is the hypocrisy, MJ. Okay, Florida man's calling people out who did that. Okay, now the people that did that showed receipts of returning the money to the people that tried to send it to Lisa. But wait a minute, it gets better. Florida man, up until a while ago, sat with somebody named Miss Sunshine who did the same thing, but she kept the money and she brags about it. So explain that, Florida man.
Miss Sunshine was held accountable. She's on Scam Awards.
Oh, okay. So she was you held her accountable. You told her it was wrong, huh?
So she went through the process.
Yeah. Okay.
She went through the process.
She went through the process.
But who said what about the intercept?
What was the process
that y'all promoted inside of that Discord?
What was the process?
But it doesn't matter which ones were returned. But let me say this.
Oh, okay. So then that's a moot point because you sat with somebody that did it and financially.
No, not at all. Because if you look up the statutes, if you create the account, that's a crime. If you intercept the payment, even if your intent is to return it, that is a crime still. And there's no way to prove without a shadow of a doubt 100% of the way that all of those transactions were refunded because the receipts that Breezy posted, she's missing a hell of a lot of receipts.
So, okay,
because there's a lot more transactions on those accounts that didn't get returned.
Well, Mike, report them then. Report them if they did something wrong. But the receipts that I've seen, the money that Breezy collected was returned. And Sunshine still sits here and brags about it. So. What was that?
You don't want me to mention it publicly because all you do, you don't want me to mention it publicly? Is that it? Just report it and be quiet because all you have been motherfucking doing. Loud as a motherfucker about everything. About anything.
You're a hypocrite because you sat with a woman that was excited that she pocketed $85 off of it or something like that. So listen, you can't say that I have to be held accountable. I think it was more than that.
It was $32 actually. No, I don't give a damn if you're held accountable. I just want people to know that you sit with people who are doing that. You sat with Guardians of Valor who absolutely.
Which I didn't know about. Go on.
Yes, you did. Yes, you fucking did. You knew who he was.
Mike, show the proof that I knew that he was doing all this stuff. Because as I said, 2 nights ago is when I found out
within
about
Within 1 hour of your live, Scam Slam said, oh, well, within an hour, I found out about him scamming all the way back to the 90s. You guys look up fucking everybody. You didn't vet somebody that you gave your phone number to.
But she also said she knew him for a year in the
No,
live.
I didn't.
Said, and she also said that he's well respected in his community and on this app.
And that was in September, Boosh, when I didn't know about him. When I didn't know.
Hold on. Go ahead, Street Snark. Hold on. Go ahead, Street.
I think it's kind of strange that you're going to bring up that he sat with Sunshine, right? Because Sunshine is in fact the one that doxed your entire fucking family. Not only that did she dox your entire family, but then when you needed her to come against me with no proof again, you then let Kimmy up in your box to have your platform, and that woman created a page to post your dead parents.
You know what's interesting, Snark? I have those. I have all those screenshots. And you know what? I see who posted them.
Hold on. Let her finish.
I'm wondering, is there any way that you could possibly post right on your green screen right now where I funded Hamas?
That accusation was thrown out by you.
Yes, absolutely. Can I answer it
now?
Yeah, hold on, Street Snark. Let her respond.
Yeah, thank you, MJ. Yeah, I have those screenshots where one of your buddies, Victoria, said, "Yeah, well, Pam told us that so and so is involved with Hamas," and I emailed Florida Man about it.
Okay, well that's again a lie.
Victoria. It is. Oh, okay.
Can you put it on your green screen, the proof that I was funding a terrorist organization.
Yeah, I have it right on my video, Snarky. Why don't you go look it? I know you look at all my stuff.
I don't want hearsay, you dumb bitch. I want the proof that
The
you
proof
have.
is on the video. Go look at it.
The proof is not
I
there.
have the messages
The
from
proof
Victoria.
is not
chill
on.
chill
You
on.
have proof of hearsay. You do.
Chill on calling each other names and stuff.
So hearsay would be if I'm just saying it. I showed and I have the message that was between Victoria and Sunshine and somebody else in there where they said it. Number two, you're lying about the doxing of me because I have those Snapchat pictures where it was Miss Sunshine that did it, not Kimmy.
It was Kimmy.
It was
I
Kimmy.
have 3 people. We all know it was Kimmy. Kimmy told me it was Kimmy. You listen, I'm not going to argue with you. I want you to post proof, actual proof of funding of terrorism. I want you to post proof, actual proof of scamming. None of those things that you've ever done. You only get up and talk. You lie.
Yep.
And
I have the video that was posted in August.
Woman.
I have the video posted in August. Scammy, Pammy.
And you're still a liar.
Mm-hmm.
You're still a liar.
Proof talks, Snark. Go check my video. I have all the screenshots.
And you have not. No, you have conversations. You do not have proof of anybody not receiving the money that was raised for them. None.
You, so you're saying your friend Victoria's a liar?
Sammy.
So Victoria's a liar.
Did you hear what I just said?
Victoria, what I'm saying is Victoria's a liar because I have those screenshots. So you're saying that she lied about it.
Okay, hold on a second.
That's hearsay.
Hold on. Everybody take a pause because I just got a video. We're going to play it. This is, it says scammy misgendering 50. So everybody stay muted. We're just going to play this real quick.
He's fucking.
Let me get
I agree with you. Absolutely.
Yeah, and the best part is then you have 50 Shades over there trying to be relevant. And keeps saying, well, I hope my name's not on there. Well, I hope my name. Don't worry about it. You're not important. You're not on there. You know what I mean? It's like, shut up. Being somebody that wants to be so important as that person.
Like, does she want her name to be on there? That's what it sounds like. Yes. Yeah, they do.
Did I miss it?
Yeah, exactly.
No, it was Scam Slam at the end saying
exactly.
Does she want her name to be on there? Speaking of 50.
Yes. The thing is that hatred causes people to misgender people, and it'd be okay. Who corrected that, Scary Claus?
No, nobody. I didn't hear anything. There was nothing on there.
Oh my God.
Again, it's Scam Slam at the end saying, "Does she want her name to be on there?" Because you were just
so
referencing
maybe
how
Scam
relevant
Slam
50
doesn't
needs to
know.
be.
How can you say she misgendered when maybe Scam Slam didn't even know?
How do you know that 50 has an identity crisis?
Mike, listen. I'm not gonna go around in circles. I'm not gonna do how you guys do your lives. Okay.
No, you.
I've already said. I will post.
Everybody fear Florida Man because I don't want you guys to hear what he has to say because it's going to be true about me.
Yeah. Again, Florida Man, go look at all the shit you've done to people without any proof.
All you're about is
it.
lies.
Name one.
Straight up.
Yeah. Okay, Mitch.
What is 50 done to you?
I haven't done shit to you.
Oh, okay. All the shit you used to say about me in T's Live. Okay.
Oh,
people
let's go there, okay? Let's go there. Let's go back to all the shit you've done to me.
You know what, Mitch?
And your little hit list too.
Yeah, that got you pissed, huh?
Why don't you spend some time with your wife?
I do.
Instead of being on the app bullying people.
How about you?
What's this hit list thing?
Being the one Mike made of all the people that he was going to go after their families and
you did.
That was a direct shot at Mikey when Mikey said he was going to offer money for people's info.
No.
Yes,
it was yours. It was your hit list.
Everybody that I
had
an issue with and still have an issue with, all the people that can't have a conversation because you can't have one, Scammy. Back in February,
I am having a conversation.
I offered you resolution in
Mike,
February.
Mike, listen, I'm not going to kneel down to you and have a conversation with you off the app because you use that for manipulation. I refuse to do that with you.
How do you know that?
You're not worth my time to
How do
take
you know
out
that?
of my personal life to have a conversation with
How
you.
do you know that?
How do I know that? Because I've seen you do it to a bunch of people.
Who?
How many people in the past couple of weeks have you talked to behind the scenes?
Your time to vet the people that you're using in your platforms to be such
Bougie,
legitimate
maybe you
people.
should pick better people to spend your time with.
I don't
How about
spend
that?
any
You
time
should
with people.
too.
What are you talking about?
And stop being so obsessed and stalking people.
Weird bitch.
Yeah. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do, okay? Snark, I hope you're listening. MJ, I highly recommend you take a look at the video I posted. That's the latest one on my page. And it has a list of stuff that Mike has done to women on this app, okay? It's going to take a while to read. And everything that I posted on there, he's either admitted to or there's proof of it because these people have come on live and said that he's done this stuff to him. Number two, Snark.
I can go
Florida
and
man,
say
Florida
whatever I
man.
want.
I'm talking right now.
Jay, if you would like to read off the
I'm
stuff
talking
that
right
you
now.
accuse me of,
Mike,
I will
Mike,
answer
don't
100%.
try to explain the shit that you did. Okay, it's
Here,
all
hold
on
on.
there and it's true.
Hold on. Let me explain this. So the thing about me is I'm a critical thinker, right? I can listen to all sides. But if I'm going to watch shit from one side, I'm going to watch shit from the other side too. And then I don't do hypocrisy. So as much as somebody can say, hey, I want to bring awareness to you about this person, watch this, watch this, watch this. That doesn't mean I'm going to watch it and I'm going to go live and I'm going to drag the person. What's going to happen
I
is
don't blame you.
hold on. Listen, I ADHD. I can't be interrupted. Please. Thank you. And then what's going to happen is I'm going to get shit from the other side too. And if I see that both sides are like equally a little bit doing too much, there's no choosing sides. If there's hypocrisy there, then both sides should sit down and shut the fuck up, right? Because if it's just a bunch of childish hypocrisy, it's the same thing with Ratina. I think it's absolutely weird and diabolical that Ratina would make videos on Florida Man talking about Florida Man's charges and felonies when, again, how do we decide as a felon whose felonies are more felonious? What is the fucking difference in how Florida Man got money or took items versus how Ratina got it, other than the fact it was handed to her and she was trusted with 3 deceased individuals' GoFundMe money? There's no fucking difference. There's no fucking difference. So do I agree with what Florida Man did? Absolutely the fuck not. But I think it's weird that people from the opposite side that have done the exact same shit think it's okay to sit on TikTok and want to drag the next fucking person when the people that they sit with or around are just as guilty of the same shit. You don't make a point, you look silly. Like, to me,
Can we
that's
highlight
kind of
Carmen's
funny.
revenge
I don't know.
comment? Can we please highlight Carmen's revenger's comment? They all ratchet. We all ratchet. Every single one of us. We're all stupid as fuck, including you, Scammy Claus. Why you decide to stalk my ass, I don't fucking know, but I'm going to respond every single time you come at me. And I'm not crying.
Yeah, well, I'm also not calling your family members.
People do weird shit. People do weird shit, but what they don't think about is my closet clean? Right? You think that because you hide behind names and you try to hide your identity and you try to hide all this shit, but you want to put your face as a facade for scams and all the anti-go fraud me's. We learned this from Petty, who literally co-signs the very shit that he sits live and wants to portray like, oh, we don't stand for this, we don't do this, but you literally platform the same fucking people that do it. So if you want to do that, what the problem is you're not making sure that your own fucking closet's clean, and then you want to cry when people actually dig up facts about you and slap each other with the same shit, and then you're trying to decide who did it worse. There is no deciding who did it worse. You're all fucked up.
Thank you. Can I say something without Scammy Claus interrupting me?
Yeah,
the difference between Scammy Claus and I is I will go live and I will trash talk Scammy Claus I'll talk some fucking cash money shit for sure. But I'm telling my people in that chat to stay calm and don't go mob that person over there, to think what you want about anybody. That if you like Scammy Claus, you can go over there, you can listen to her, and I'm not going to hate you for it. While Scammy Claus is trying to get her entire chat to fucking brigade over and like report and mass report and say fuck this guy and to fear.
When have I said that?
Without interruption, Scammy Claus.
But you're lying.
But
the proof is
let
in
me
the
ask
lies.
this. Let me ask this. So Scammy Claus, You brought up a point earlier of this individual, and you said it about Retina too. You went all this time, you know of them on the app, but you didn't know about the shit they've done. So can everybody collectively say that they sit with people that you don't even really know?
Absolutely, we all do.
So why drag anybody?
Because I know about Mike.
Your right-hand people could be some of the worst fucking people that you have not a clue about, and you've got them hopping on a bandwagon when their past and their record is probably worse than Florida Man's.
I would doubt that.
Regina has a felony C convicted improperly using identifying personal information.
I think talking about Retina, if she's not in here, I mean,
yeah, that's Regina. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, well, I don't know if that's really cool.
100% go from Regina.
But listen, MJ, what I'm going to do is this. I suggest you look at the video that I posted. I'm going to post the receipt that Pammy wants to see. I'm going to post that right now. Actually, better yet, I'll go live and I'll show it. So if you want to, take a look at those.
I'll also go live and show a receipt on Scammy Clouds that nobody's seen yet.
I am blocking me from one of my accounts at least.
I'm sorry, Florida Man, you're going to show false information on what now?
Why is that necessary? See, this
because
is what
that's all you do.
No,
Right after your false information.
No, you set the narrative. I say I'm going to show a receipt, and you say you're going to show false information.
Right,
on what?
right, because that's all you've been posting the past.
All you do is you try to prep it, and you try to preface it with, "Oh, he's lying," so don't go listen to him. Don't see what he has to say. Bitch,
right?
stop.
Because your videos are all lies, and I've proven that. So
The
keep
audacity
going.
of your old ass. Do you have dementia?
No, I don't, Mike. I'm
You
sure
have
you
to
wish
go to
I
the
did.
doctor.
I'm sure you wish I did, so I'd forget all the stuff that I was able to pop off in a video today about you.
Stop forgetting that people need food assistance and shitting on them on the internet.
No. See, no. Mike, no. That stuff was.
Didn't you and your wife trash a disabled child?
What?
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
See, and again, Mike, this is just more information that you're
Aren't
putting
you
out that's
one
false.
of the grossest people on this app?
No, Mike, you are. And you know what?
I'll be
the day
no.
that you get arrested,
wait.
the day you get
Mike, hold on.
arrested is a wonderful day.
Jesus Christ.
Guys, have a wonderful
So,
day. I'm not
are
going to
you
sit here
saying
for a hit
you
job.
didn't?
Take care.
Wait. No. Oh, see? She absolutely did shame me for not being able, or for losing my SNAP benefits and not being able to feed my autistic child. And then when I said that my autistic child is very food specific, not even only speaking on my autistic child, but trying to keep people in the mind frame to keep the hundreds of thousands of other people that are in my position with children like mine. And she said, "Oh, what's wrong? They don't have the food that she wants at the food bank. Do better, Pammy." You're talking about a disabled child. And yes, your wife and you did, in fact, sit and have a discussion about my parenting my disabled child. You did. Not only that, but you absolutely perpetuated the CPS call that was made on me last week. So, I mean, add it to your long list of ugly fucking things that you do to people that are in poor positions. I can't stand it.
It's awful. Can I say one thing? I appreciate you, MJ. I'm going to message you, and I'm going to message you my Discord. You can add me. If you need anything from me, let me know. My stance on it is if she fucks with me, I fuck with her.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. I'm not interested in digging into people's personal lives. On the TikTok aspect, I've always said it. If I'm gonna watch shit from another side, somebody's gonna promote me watching shit from one side. I'm gonna watch it from both sides.
Yeah, and she's gonna be the one to promote you to watch the stuff. So if you need any response or have any questions, I'm available. I'll answer whatever you want.
I don't know who you are, Gia. Just grab a box, Gia. Do you think that I'm watching comments roll by at 75 miles per hour with 474 people in here? I don't even know what you've asked. Just grab a box, Gia, and you can ask it. I don't even know what you're trying to ask.
But yeah, if you need anything, I'll send it, because I'm sure everybody's going to be like, "Oh, Florida Man, this, that, the other." I'm the most transparent person on this app.
Hey, Gia, clean your ears, honey. I just said to you, the comments are going 75 miles an hour. I'm not looking for your comments in the comments. I'm really not looking at anybody's comments. If you have a question, request up. I will let you up. You keep repeating that you've asked me a question 6 times. I asked you what the question is, and you respond with, I've asked you the question 6 times. That's not my question. My question is, what is your question? Grab a damn box.
Oh, her question was, FM accused Smashley's husband of essaying children. Absolutely, I did. That was after Smashley said that I was a P3DO twice in my own life when I was trying to have a civil conversation with her, and then proceeded to allow somebody to call that accused Mallory's man of doing that. And it just ain't right. And I ain't right for that. I was wrong on purpose.
So basically you clap back at something, but you're saying you shouldn't have done that. You were wrong about it.
Yeah, but I was wrong on purpose. I knew it was wrong when I did it, and I did it.
Is that a good answer, Gia?
There's a difference. He will fucking admit to anything and everything that he's done.
And why?
Different story with, scamming.
I mean, it's one thing to do shitty stuff and then hide your hand, right? Because we see a lot of that. And I feel like that's the worst. People that dodge accountability, and I'm not saying what Florida Man does is right. I haven't said one time that I feel I'm not even caught up with all of the Florida Man stuff, to be honest. The personal stuff really isn't my business. But if we're going to throw accusations on both sides, then I'm going to look at both sides. You have to be non-biased, especially on an app that's so fucking hypocritical, like the felons trying to decide whose felonies are more felonious. That doesn't make any fucking sense to me. And being dragged by people whose closets aren't clean, they just hide their hands. But then when their shit gets brought out and stuck to the light, now they want to cry about it. That doesn't make any sense. AK, did you have something?
Yeah, real quick. Scammy, take notes. This is how you patiently wait your turn to talk instead of constantly interrupting people. But I just wanted to let you know before you freak out about somebody being blocked, I am going to be blocking an account because they have Megan's child posted on their page, pictures of her child posted on their page. So I'm going to block it right now.
Thank you.
Who has Megan's child posted? What is fucking wrong with y'all?
Bob.
I'm not going to say the name of the account, but it's been going everywhere.
That's all.
Gross.
Heavens.
Thank you. I appreciate that, honey.
I'm going to drop it. If anybody in the chat wants to come up, take a box, ask me any questions. I appreciate you, MJ. I'm going to send you my Discord. You can add me. If you need anything from me or any answers, I'm incredibly transparent. I'll take a box and answer any questions you want publicly. There's no shame in my game. But have a good day. Thank you. I'm going to go live too. I'm going to show a receipt that Scamming Claus is not aware about from an hour ago.
Yeah, anything, I mean, like I said, everybody's up here pleading their case, and I'm sure that I'm going to get flooded with things from both sides. People are more than welcome. I am on Discord. My name on there is Think Smarter, so whatever you have, just full send.
I don't send, to people that aren't involved. I send when it's a response. So you're not going to be getting anything from me.
If you have any response videos to anything she's denied, I've been sent a bunch of clips. She's clearly said that she didn't say something. Somebody sent me a clip. She actually did. So yeah.
Anything that you need clarification on, I've got it. But the thing is, there's so much of it that I don't want to convolute it. You'll pick the topics that are important to you, and then after you pick the topics that are important to you, then I will respond to whatever you have questions about on any of those topics, because there's many, many topics.
Yeah, I got you. Oh, man. I just got sent another clip that says, Scam Slams intercept Cash App accounts. Scammy Claus and Guardians of Valor are all closely associated.
Do not report these. These are intercept accounts. Well, we're going to show them. Yeah, we're going to show them because we don't want them to get reported. They're very close to the others in name.
So is this the same thing that happened in the Lisa Richards case where they created alternate Cash Apps in the case that people would type it in wrong and intercept?
Yeah, it goes a little deeper than that because they would make accounts that would trigger Lisa or trigger Jeff, and when they would get triggered, like Lisa, she would be how she was. And you remember when people would be like, "Oh no, she's got the money. She's just saying she didn't get the money," and Lisa's tripping like, "I didn't get anything. I didn't get anything." Because when she got triggered, they knew that people would send money to get her off the app, and they would spam in the fake Cash Apps, and then it would trigger Lisa even more with people saying, "Hey, I didn't get it," and the people did send it. Then it would make it look like Lisa was actually lying when she didn't. The people sent it to the intercept Cash Apps. Not everybody got their money back. Small transactions were given back.
Wow.
I have several hundred people, well, not several hundred people, but several hundred admissions to interceptions and Scam Slam's Discord. There's a few of them in that video, actually, that there's no receipts for anywhere.
Did she go live? Are you going live, Florida Man?
Yes, I will be going live, probably here in about maybe an hour.
Okay.
Maybe 30 minutes, something like that. I'll be live on this account, though.
Thank you very much, MJ. I appreciate it.
Yeah, you're good.
You know, I don't like to dual live people, like, listen to what she has to say. Any questions? DM me. I'll answer anything you want.
Like I said, I'll definitely listen to both sides. I mean, to me, and I kind of already explained that to her, to me, it just already looks distasteful because if you're going to try to hold Florida Man and all these other people accountable, you have to hold the people accountable that you kiki with and have in your lives. Retina being one of them. The excuse isn't going to be how old are her charges, right? The actions are the actions, and it's not like got off parole and what to do. She got out, got on live, and is still doing the messy shit. So, I mean, you're no better. And then you have bounce checks, and then you have your names on GoFundMe's, and you actually do have the links, and you're sharing it. So that was my other question. How fruitful and how honest are people supposed to believe that this Cash App is when you have GoFraudMe's and their names attached to these GoFundMe's that have already stolen, not just from people, but deceased, and not just one, but three. And then didn't even offer up so much as an apology. So why are y'all judging the next when your closets are dirty as fuck? Like, your closets are dirty as fuck.
I agree. I do. I don't give much emphasis on Retina's criminal history. I do put it on the improper use of identifying information because she does have a lot of people on TikToks identifying information. And there is a video floating around of Retina claiming to have somebody's social security number.
Yeah, I played it. I played it earlier. I could actually play it again. Yeah, she definitely admits that she has the girl's social security number, admits she's a scammer. Is it this one? Yeah, I'll go ahead and play this for them. I'm gonna wait. Who's requesting?
I just got one question, MJ. You ready to lose more hair? Because this is one of those.
Bitch, I already don't even got any hair, and if I feel like I'm getting
just making sure you willing to risk the little bit that's there, because this is one of those. All right.
Yeah, I've kept up a little bit. I don't even know really
Cartel can vouch for me.
So originally it was just me and Bougie chilling, and I didn't know it started because I didn't know that Retina and Holly Mae even knew who the chick was, Slot, the one that got arrested for basically frauding in the DV thing. I didn't know that they were connected. So Bougie was just explaining that to me, and then it all just kind of...
Oh yeah, that part I'm kind of vague on, because when the whole big falling out and all of that shit happened, I'm kind of vague on. But like the old shit, I've been knew about the casinos, the wigs, the intercepts, the bullying, LR, all of that. So that's why I just asked you. You ready to like lose what's left? Because you know.
Cartel, are you harassing me?
I am. I'm paying you back. Period. And I'm
Well,
gonna tell
Cartel.
Florida man how you was bothering me.
Don't
Like
be
for
lying to
real.
Florida man, or I'm gonna send the fucking receipt.
I'm just kidding. We made our peace. We had our we don't like each other fun live, but we can coexist in a space together. I just came up here to make a funny, but it is the deep dive. Be ready to be stressed out with all.
If you need that, I can give it to you. But Cartel can vouch for me. I present myself as I am, as who I am. You know exactly what to expect. But people like to still lie. On top of that, it's wild.
Yeah, I've been around for way before probably you ever seen me, and I was here for all of this, all of it. So
What you got, Lake Lady?
I'm not going to be mean. I'm not going to be ugly, but this is to the commenters only. Stop poking, mimicking, making fun, and mocking mental health. We don't play like that over here. Stop with the bullshit, or I will be muting the comments.
damn, I ain't even see it. I gotta pay more attention to comments when I'm in box. I'm gonna hop down. I just came up here to make a joke with you. All right. Thank you.
Bye.
Have a good day, Cartel. I'm gonna hop down too. I'll be the first one to show you I'm a piece of shit. Don't listen to what you hear. Listen to what you see from me. Because I'll show you I'm a piece of shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't co-sign anything you do. All I'm saying is at least you don't hide your hand, and most of them do. And I just find that distasteful. If you're gonna do something, at least stand on it, or at least be truthful. You know, don't do shit and then hide or try to deny it because you feel like you want to be better than the person you're trying to call out when you're actually not. I've always felt some type of way about that. I don't like it. So at least you own it.
That's why I'm transparent. And I know not everybody's going to like it. Not everybody's going to like me. I accept that, and I don't fight for people to like me. So I never fight to be the good guy. I'm just going to exist as who I am. But I'm going to drop and get ready for this live. I appreciate you, MJ.
Period. I'm going to play this clip one more time. This is Faith Gone Fishing, and it's a clip of... it's 7 minutes. So after this, just double tap during it. And then after this, I'm probably going to end to go figure out what's for dinner. Until later.
Are new here. My name is Faith. I am 35 years old. I have 5 children.
Her part's kind of quiet, but it gets louder.
TikTok for about 2.5 years now. And I have been... Like, I get so tired of these people, like...
Then shut up about it.
You owe me a conversation. I don't owe you anything. Just leave me alone.
Just leave me alone. Just leave.
Stalked and harassed for a little over a year now, about a year and a half of it. Now, in that year and a half, I have ignored these people. I have fired back at them. I have called out who they were when I found out who they were. Tried to poke back at them. That never turns out well, as I'm sure that the kickback from this will be fairly decent. But enough is enough. I'm just not the type of person to stand by and let people assassinate every part of my character, ruin my relationships, ruin any kind of future endeavors, affect my relationships with my children. Or my
It'll get into it in a minute.
Or anything like that.
Just keep double tapping.
Without being as loud as possible. A select group of women make up things, tell lies, twist things, or will take a truth and be completely vile about it. I'm not perfect. By any stretch of means, I've made all kinds of mistakes throughout this whole thing. For these women who have been the face of what has been going on with me, of all the things that have happened to me, I'm going to put them out there. I'm going to start with Britina. Britina is a current active parolee. She is...
Suzanne, do you need to get a box? What's the issue? What's the issue? What's the question? Can I ask you who we are listening to? This is from Faith Gone Fishing about Retina. I'm gonna hit play again now that Suzanne figured it out.
Parole with the North Dakota Parole Board. I have been in contact with her parole officer several times, have got nowhere. It seems like they have some sort of friendship. She has posted their personal text messages kind of like as a haha. Several years ago, there was a boating accident in which 3 young men died.
It's a boating accident rocked the small fishing community of Baudette.
The boys were loved by everybody.
Bonnie Janicki proudly displays pictures of her former co-workers at Sportsman's Lodge. Cody Ostendorf, Justin Ogvit, and Keith Ayers all drowned when their boat overturned on Lake of the Woods in the middle of the night.
Retina raised money for them through a GoFundMe for their families.
Following the tragedy, 29-year-old Retina Lavala helped in the search for the bodies and launched a GoFundMe page to help the families with funeral expenses. Nearly 400 people contributed $27,000.
We'll call State of Minnesota versus Retina Rayon Lavala.
However, $6,000 didn't make it to the families, but instead went into Lavala's own pocketbook to pay bills and for groceries.
There are all sorts of Google articles and videos I'm going to show you just a tad bit.
The mother of Keith Ayers sent a letter for the county prosecutor to read aloud.
To prey upon the vulnerability of our families and community is an action of a predator. I do not believe that any apology would be of truth. It would be only words to excuse her behavior with hope to lessen the punishment of her actions.
When Lavala was asked if she wanted to address the court, she uttered just 3 words.
She was then charged not long after she wrote bad checks.
30-year-old Baudette woman who was previously convicted of stealing money from a GoFundMe account to help the families of 3 men killed in a boating accident on Lake of the Woods has been sentenced to 3.5 years in prison after violating her parole. Retina Lavala was recently found guilty of writing a bad check and has been sent to prison. She was sent to prison last week to begin serving a...
What were her 3 words when asked if she would like to give a public apology or make a statement to the families of all 3 victims? Her 3 words were, "No, Your Honor."
42-month sentence.
She also had several DUIs that she was convicted of. My understanding is that someone on parole, on active parole, is on parole so that they can reintegrate. And
she's going to talk about how she has this girl's social security number.
And you're able to do that outside of prison walls. That is not what's happening. This woman now has my social security number. Brags about it.
I've gotten a list of every address she's ever lived at. I've gotten her social security number sent to me, her phone number, all those things. And you know what's wild? Is you still keep talking shit and a scammer has your social security number. Ooh, I would fucking be a little worried. Maybe we should see how good faith credit is. I'm pretty sure to find out your credit, you just need your social security number, your birth date, and your name. You're officially scared of me? Well, it's okay.
At the end of the day, I do not believe that 2 wrongs make a right. You are an active parolee. You are there because you made choices that put you there, not because you had somebody pushing for it, like you all do.
She did, Wookie.
We all have our own issues, our own lives that we need to tend to. The only purpose of all of this, I just want to be left alone. I want you to leave me alone, Bertina. Focus on your own life. Fix your own life before coming for mine. My next step is to send you a cease and desist with a copy to your parole officer and also to the state attorney's office. No more. You're a stranger on the internet. I do not know you. I do not wish to know you. I wish you the best, but I want you out of my life. Stay out of my life. Thank you.
If anybody sees Carla, let her know I signed her up for lots of things while I couldn't see.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I went and filled out some payday loan things because you know those spams, you fill out one and you get like 30 more requests and emails. I did that for her.
Yeah. So again, I just think it's interesting. That people with the furthest thing from clean closets are involved, or why certain people let certain ones in their chats and they're not dragging them, but they want to pick and choose and hate train. To me, that's fucking crazy. To me, that doesn't make any sense. You know what I mean?
Do not report these. These are intercept accounts.
So let me ask that. Scam Slam and Scammy Claus are two totally different people, right? Pretty sure they are. She was just on live the other night telling where somebody's child sleeps. Well, yeah, I mean, how else are you going to combat people unless you just keep going low? Because if your whole life is a fraud and you don't stand for shit, you don't know how to do the right thing. I mean, they already portray that they don't have any morals and standards, right? So what's the next step? To just go low. I have the same shit happen to me. They don't have any actual facts. They don't have any actual solid basis to be able to call me a shit person. So what do? They try to hit you in lower places. Dangerous places. While they're actively and have records of taking money from people. So I'm gonna hop off here for now. I think Scammy Claus said she was going live. Florida Man said he was going live in probably 45 minutes. So I'm already getting DMs with receipts, so I'm gonna catch up on those. Scammy Claus, I was trying to ask you earlier because it was said to me that the GoFundMe that you put on for a bounty, so you created a GoFundMe to put a bounty on Florida Man's head. To my knowledge, that was reported and shut down. So my question for you is, are you refunding all of that money? Are you refunding all of that money? And to take it a step further, why are TikTok people creating GoFundMes for bounties on people's head that everybody already knows that law enforcement is looking for Florida Man? Right? So what is the purpose of TikTok people creating a GoFundMe to put a bounty on a man's head? Like, what do you think that the U.S. Marshals are for? Like, when somebody is wanted, do you think that the police are just like, oh, okay, our job's done. Now let's rely on TikTok people to help us figure out where he's at? Is it nice? Yes. Should you be starting GoFundMes when you have frauds in your chat? Or you have all these people helping you and, oh yeah, let's all put our names in on it. But while you're actively simultaneously admitting that you don't even know who you've actually been sitting around all this time, you're just last week learning about certain people and who they really are and what their pasts are and what their charges are. Like, Scammy, you just admitted that you had no idea until after you created that GoFundMe who Ratina was. So, just speaking for myself, knowing what I know about Ratina, if I would have seen her promoting, sharing a link talking about anything that GoFundMe, the first thing I would have done was report it. For me, that's an instant report. When you're talking about a woman who literally ripped off families of 3 deceased men for her own benefit, no, I don't know why anybody is trusting anybody on this app at this point with anything GoFundMe or MoneyWise. Stop giving internet people your money. Unless you can verify that it's actually something legit, 9 times out of 10, people are manipulating the fuck out of you. That's just the way it is, unfortunately. But creating a GoFundMe to help put a bounty on somebody's head, we have law enforcement for that. Like, y'all get like ahead of yourselves. It's so fucking weird. You hate train, and while you're hate training, you get so deep in the dog shit that you obsess. It's like an obsession, right? And then it happens on both sides. And if the shit's happening on both sides, nobody can cry about it. Neither side should be crying about it. Scammy Claus, you can't sit on TikTok and talk about how bad Florida Man is when you openly admit that you don't even know who the fuck you sit with. How do you know that the people sitting next to you helping promote this GoFundMe aren't worse or as bad as Florida Man? You sat up here and said, oh, well, I don't even know if that's possible. That means you're hate training. That means you're not thinking logically. That means that you're not non-biased. That's all that tells me. You're not non-biased. You picked a hate train and you jumped on it and you rode that bitch to wherever you think you're going. And sadly, most of the time, none of you even know where the train's going. The only thing anybody ever knows is that eventually the train's got to stop. How bad is it going to be when the train finally stops? Like, what are y'all doing?
Oh my God. Okay, so I sat down here long enough. I was really trying not to do this. Like, I'm not even kidding. I don't need attention that bad. I really tried, MJ. Okay, so here I am. With that video that I had sent you when we were saying, you know, we saw a live with Scammy Claus saying, oh yeah, if you need the link, only certain people have it. So go to this person, and this person for it, right? Hi, Lake. So she names Retina's name in the live.
Oof.
All of our mouths drop, right? Thank you, River. Because obvious reasons.
And are you telling me, hold on, so question, because of my ADHD. So at that point,
right,
when Retina's name, did she know Retina's past at that point?
Absolutely. Yes, which is the craziest part that she like got. Listen, do you guys not think the internet's forever? Like me of all people, you know, with what I get drugged with, like the internet's forever, ever, ever. Scammy, there are clips of you mentioning her crimes like prior, bitch. So if you think that we cannot pull those, you are crazy, and we're gonna put it together. You know how we do with the videos. Anyway, okay. My ADHD. We're all twisted up here. So
what the fuck?
Our mouths hit the floor. We start responding like, how the fuck could you ever have somebody with GoFundMe charges in charge of links for your GoFundMe? That's crazy. So she hops into a box that I'm in and she's like, I don't have any links. Are you going to show that I have links? Where's the proof that I have links? And then dumbass Scammy Claus gets in my comments and literally says, Einstein, Retina has the link. Incriminating her whole friend, bitch. She has stipulations. She cannot be in GoFundMe's at all. Like internet, fraudulent, all the things. That's a stipulation. So now what Scammy's doing is saying, I had no prior knowledge of anything to do with her past crime, because she thinks that that's going to like fix the incrimination she already did. But it's too late, bitch. So, I mean, here's the thing. When you're like doing vigilante justice out on the internet and you're and you are like collecting money for a bounty on somebody, bitch. Do you really think that people are just gonna sweep that under the rug that you're involved in a GoFundMe online again? Or, I mean, like, what are we doing? Everybody's a thief. I mean, at this point, everybody's a scammer. It's wild to actually watch. And then that's why I sent you that video, okay? Because her little clip of her saying that. Where's the proof that I have? Well, right here actually is a comment of the owner of the GoFundMe saying you have a link. So, like, what? Yeah, but conveniently, she doesn't know about that anymore and doesn't know about anything from the past. So, yeah.
Not the vigilante online justice.
Not the fucking bounty on people's heads. Not the collecting money for reward for boots on the ground. Like, what the fuck is going on? Listen, I'm going to tell you something. I've been in the streets. This is not how the streets are. I'm telling you, you're playing a dangerous game that could get people hurt. You don't be out here running around acting like you're going to be following somebody around, right? And then throw money into it. You guys have no fucking idea what you're doing, and you're going to get somebody fucking hurt. It's real out here, not just behind a screen. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Facts.
I'm a fucking ex-con. This is not how this goes. Also, if a person that's wanted catches wind of the people that are literally trying to throw them under a jail, you think those people are safe either? Like, what the fuck are you doing? You're making a whole list of people that are trying to throw somebody under a jail. For the same crimes that have already been convicted by the people helping throw this person under the jail. What the fuck is going on here? Anyways, I just drank my coffee, so I'm a little riled, and I'm gonna hop down. I'm gonna get ready for, I know that Scammy is live now, and I can't wait for her response because I stream her. She is absolutely hypocritical, and it is the funniest shit it's so fun to like replay stuff because her hypocrisy, like one sentence from another MJ, I'm not even playing with you. It's hilarious. One sentence she's saying, if you don't, anybody that denies transparency in a thing, is a scam. And then we're like, okay, bitch, then where's the receipts on your GoFundMe, bitch? Like, we're waiting. We are, we want transparency.
See, and it's always the hypocrisy that gets me. And I've always said, if I catch you lying even about the smallest, dumbest shit, I'm literally going to question every fucking thing about you. I don't give a fuck what the topic is.
Girl, and that's why I love Florida Man, because I don't even care what it is that he's done.
He just says it. He doesn't hide his hand. And I get it. And that's not people, I feel like people are construing the fact, like, nobody's co-signing what Florida Man did.
No.
But Florida Man does shit and doesn't hide his hand. He'll tell you. He admitted up here what he said about Smash and said, yeah, basically I went low blow for low blow. She lied about me, so I did the same thing back. Was it wrong? Yes, it was wrong. But he didn't deny it. He didn't sit up here and say, oh, no, I never said that. I never did that.
Right. I'm going to tell you something about reactive abuse. Too much energy is given to the reaction. Way too much energy is given to the reaction. It's always poke, poke, poke until the fucking person responds. And then the response that person gives is highlighted everywhere so that he looks like a crazy person. What about the actions that caused it? And the amount of times that he's been asking people to leave him alone. It's been a lot. So, anywho.
Yep.
So yeah, I don't know how the fuck you got thrown into this, but yeah, better than having a casual conversation on the app about stuff.
Yeah, I stopped into Megan's live earlier, and it was Gloria was in a box.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
I trolled her as Truck Stop Tammy for a couple minutes, then I hopped down, and then I was listening, and I was like, well, damn, this makes sense. I've had run-ins with Gloria too, so I was just live, and I was talking about my run-ins with Gloria.
Oh, really?
And then Bougie hopped up, and then I didn't know that
About the doll.
Swat had a connection with Ratina and Holly Mae, and so I was learning all this brand new shit, and then it just kind of, I was like, wait, what? How the fuck didn't I know this? And then it was like, okay, and then it was Pastor Petty. I'm like, it all fucking makes sense. It literally all makes sense why they co-sign each other, they forgive each other, or they're not dragging each other, but they're dragging other people. Like, it all made sense. And then then one more person joined, and then all of a sudden Scammy Claus joined, and then Florida, I don't know.
It'll also start to make sense to you why certain people are attacked, right? Like the loudest ones, the ones that people listen to, like myself, and the like certain ones that get discredited. Sorry, I had a phone call. Certain people that get discredited as being liars and whatnot, like there's a reason, right? Because they know that people listen to us, and we get thrown under the bus first. So what was happening in your comments that Lake had commented on was, as soon as I start talking, the 5150 is immediately brought up.
Yep.
So it's like, the thing is the skin is thick, bitch. Like, you really gotta push me these days. It's not gonna silence me. You won't stop me. It's not gonna work. I'm going to stand up for the people who don't have voices and are afraid to speak out. I'm going to stand for them because they can't stand for themselves. And I refuse to let any of you discredit me or turn me into a liar. Okay?
Facts. He who tells the truth is hated the most. I deal with the same shit. I got fucking farmhouse heifers that the first thing they like to do, because they don't have any facts, they can't come with an actual reason why I could be a shit person, so they bring up my deceased as an example. Like, yeah, same shit. You get so much backlash for just being a truth teller, and it's easy for them to bandwagon because they're fucking liars. So what a better way to try to discredit somebody other than just making up a bunch of fucking lies and trying to make them just look like a horrible fucking person. Yeah, I get it, because I get that.
And not only that, but like when they're mentioning the 5150, MJ, you have to understand like all the other things that are attached to it that they're meaning to bring up without bringing it up. Basically, my husband dying, right? It's all the same.
I didn't need to invite you, J-Mac.
So when they're doing that, they're trying to trigger some kind of emotional response, and they haven't figured out yet that like it's not going to happen. Back then that happened because I was drinking. I have like almost 3 years sober. Like, you're not going to get that from me now. You're not. And you can continue trying. It just shows what you are. Regina kicked that off recently on Pastor Petty's platform when she decided to turn on me out of nowhere. And then this whole thing kind of just, snowballed from there. But it's not going to work, Regina. You're still a whole piece of shit. You've never changed. Like, there's been no growth. I gave you a chance, bitch, thinking that you were an actual human, but you're not. Your actions prove otherwise every single day. You were just bringing up Nelson's child the other night in your live, telling everybody where her child sleeps. We're going to let everybody know what a piece of shit you are. You keep bringing up children. There's something wrong with you. There's something wrong with you to be so obsessed with other people's kids. I'm seriously concerned. Anyway.
Yep.
Yeah, I just wanted to let you know, like, a little bit of backstory on the context of that video that I sent to you. It's wild to me having somebody that's like, self-admittedly, trying to put herself on a pedestal and awareness. Having somebody with GoFundMe links that has GoFundMe charges, like, God damn, I can't, this app, it's like, make it make sense. Somebody please, like, I'm in the Twilight Zone. Do you ever feel like you're in the Twilight Zone?
All the fucking time. Every single time I hit the live button.
Like, this Guardians of Valor shit, you haven't even scraped the top, bitch. This is like some crazy stolen valor, like, private investigator with boots on the ground, all the shit that like is headhunting Florida man, and with the GoFundMe reward money and all the things. It's fucking wild. And this is
who has time? Don't these fucking people work? This Guardians of Valor person, like, don't you work? Do you realize how fucking big the United States is? Do you know how much the government pays for the U.S. Marshals even to find somebody who's on the run?
It's why I found it funny when Scammy was up here and she literally said, I don't have time for this. Bitch,
are they believing in the funds? Are they doing this and believing in the funds of a third-party TikTok person that's claiming that they're going to pay somebody to basically snitch on him?
Right. And when asked about who, like, do you remember when they asked, like, okay, who was the money supposed to go to? She gave some weird ass thing about a tip line and all the things, right? My opinion is it was always supposed to go to Guardians of Valor because he was the one with boots on the ground and all the things that could lead to the actual apprehension and arrest of this person. And they were directing tips through Guardians of Valor. It was always supposed to go there. Now that means, in my brain, right, my true crime brain, I want to know if she gave him half up front. Where's the money? I want receipts. We want transparency. Where is it?
Yeah,
Did you pay him?
What happens if it's not a TikTok person that just sees from a news clip in real life, gives the tip? Now what happens to that money?
It was never supposed to be. It was never supposed to be to a TikTok person. It was definitely supposed to always go to Guardians of Valor. Always.
Like, there's going to be a higher chance of a third-party tip coming in from somewhere in the U.S., wherever he's at, than there's going to be with, let's give a high number, 1,000 people that know who he is that might be looking for him. Your chances of it being a regular civilian that y'all don't even have the name is much higher than one of those 1,000 people that you just might be counting on.
MJ, you're telling me for $2,000 we couldn't even get a Polaroid of FM in the wild? Pumping gas or nothing? By now? MJ, not a single Polaroid of Florida Man in the wild. I want a refund.
And then here's this. Let me just toss out a crazy scenario. What if Florida Man would have taken one of his number one people, right, that they don't know is close to Florida Man still, that's on the app, right? Mm-hmm. And they come up with this big thing of saying that Florida Man was arrested and I gave the tip.
Right.
How the fuck would they disprove any of that? And then it turns out that the money, you raised all that money to give to one of his right-hand people that you don't even know is his right-hand people, under the assumption that he was arrested.
Based on her own words and her lack of investigating the people that she's around, right? I'm betting that it would just be willy-nilly, like, just, spread around. But that's what I'm saying, that doesn't make sense to me. That's the thing that doesn't make sense. It was always supposed to go to Guardians of Valor. There's no other way to prove anything. He would always be the one with the tip. Doesn't that make sense?
There's so much shit. Yeah, there's so much shit that could go wrong with that. Like,
do you realize because of that money, what if somebody decided to go all out and take their vigilante justice to fisticuffs in a fucking gas station parking lot and somebody gets hurt? Do you know what happens? The person that raised that money goes to prison for attempted. Yeah. That's not, like, this is not, I'm saying this as an ex-convict coming from the streets. I lived in this is not a game. You're threatening somebody's freedom. Now, if my freedom gets threatened and I find out that there's a list of people trying to do such things, I'm going to do my damnedest to make sure everybody on that list is silenced. What the fuck are you doing?
Hate training.
She's putting people in danger. It's not a game. Hi, AK.
Wild. Super, super wild. Makes no damn sense.
I mean, what if Florida Man realizes he's being followed and confronts the person and the guy gets scared and tries to punch FM and then a fight ensues and FM accidentally hurts somebody? You sent somebody out to be hurt? That's even worse.
Yeah, let the justice system do its job. I don't know. The real life and the
But
like
the scammers are in charge of it. That
it's
having the scammers in charge of it is crazy to me.
yeah, it's that part for me.
He was just fucking exposed, MJ, on a whole platform for being a fraud. He is like 17 different people on this TikTok streets under different accounts, mods for awareness people, all the things. It is deep. It is, he is taking money on the back end. He claimed to have a fake 501c3 for stolen valor donations. Yes, he's a whole fraud. And you're telling me somebody in charge of a whole operation like Operation Florida Man Apprehension, right? With boots on the ground. You're telling me that
Operation Pokemon card, because I just feel like it's more fitting.
Listen, you got to find them all, MJ. At this point, not one's been found. You got to find them all. Is there an app for this? We need to. There might be money in this. We might have to talk on the back end, but
I think I've had an egg in the incubator for, I don't know. I think the last time I played Pokemon Go was like 12 years. I've had an egg in the incubator for like 12 years.
At this point, it's a cross between Pokemon Go and Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego? Where's Waldo?
Oregon Trail. I'm going to guess it's the Oregon Trail. Somebody go to the Oregon Trail and check.
We're all dying of dysentery. You know that. Like, none of us are making it. I'm so sorry. We're all stuck behind our phone screens. We're all dying. I just want people to realize that when people come out with this vigilante ass justice, you better be careful what you're getting involved in, because if somebody gets hurt, you're fucked. And freedom isn't a joke.
What are you up to, AK? No good?
What happened? Oh! Somebody pay this woman. Somebody pay this woman immediately. What's the Cash App? Cash App in bio. God damn it. Look at him. Dang, he lost some weight. We got to get him a sandwich. Florida Man, what happened? God damn.
Is that a pine?
That's diabolical. I cannot. He looks hungry to me. I think that we should start a GoFundMe for him to eat, because, yeah, he's looking a little skinny. Also, he's missing a purple bra. If you could put him in a purple bra, it would be more believable. Yeah, Florida Man, he looks pretty sexy in that purple bra. He self-admitted. I am not talking shit. No shade. Anyways, I'm gonna hop down. I got stuff
I'm
to
gonna
do.
go eat dinner. I'm gonna go check out her live and see what's up, and then I'll probably catch Florida Man's too while I eat dinner.
Yeah, I gotta get up while my caffeine is caffeining. All right, bye.
Bye. Y'all got 15 seconds if you haven't hit the follow button. God, on the Lord's Day, it's the day of the Lord. It's fine. Everything's fine. This app is wild. Hit the follow. Okay, goodbye. Thank y'all. Thank y'all for the double taps. 43K, that's awesome. Oh man. Bring your muck boots. Shit's about to get deep.